Joe Budden. No warrior mom.
It's Parks. It's Parks.
What's happening?
Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Them JBP boys back to business. Welcome to episode 327 of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, highly favored, and narcissistic host, Joe Budden, here with a few of my nearest and dearest friends. Maul is here, Parks is here, Rory is here, Sunset Boulevard, Erickson is here, Savon is here, Alex the Great is here, the gang is here. Gang, what's going on?
Gang.
100 million streams later, now you understand us. The fuck? How's everybody doing, man?
Feel good.
How's everybody feeling?
Feel good.
The same generic shit you guys give every week in here.
Yeah.
I feel good.
If this podcast was based on how I was feeling at the moment, I don't think we'd have a podcast. So let's
No, yes,
let's
we
get
would.
into the shits.
I think we would, and I think it'd be a smash. I think that shit would be a hit. How's everybody's week been? Weekend?
Weekend was cool.
Yeah, I ain't do too much.
Went out.
Lay low.
Hit the streets Friday.
Okay. What
Touched
happened
the
on Friday?
streets. Not much.
What happened on Friday?
Hit the Lower East Side for a little minute. Bumped into some listeners of the pod. That was nice.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, listeners of the pod from Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Murray Hill?
Nah, Lower East Side.
Parks like he be at Murray Hill chilling.
Nah,
Boston?
not my vibe.
No.
Nah, nice little third Ave East Side. Yeah, I can see
been a while
Parks.
since I've been
Turtle
over there.
Bay.
If you're in Africa listening, shout out to you guys.
Little tonic.
Shout out to everyone listening from
Balls
all.
been a
Is
tonic.
Tonic still there?
Of course it is.
Wow.
Yeah, Tonic used to be the shit.
Yeah, it did.
Joe don't know nothing about that.
It's a bar that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sports bar downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if it's popping anymore, but it was at one time.
for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for that.
For the Murray Hill updates.
Fuck what y'all are talking about.
Rest in peace, Opal. But you were saying,
What was I saying?
I think you were shouting out the listeners in South Africa.
Shout
that
out to the
didn't-
listeners from all across the
that
globe.
didn't understand our Lower East Side talk.
Oh, you guys got me cursed out by Tiana Taylor.
What do we do?
What do we do?
How did
We love Tiana.
Yeah, what happened?
Actually, yeah, let me see if.
No, you probably got you cursed out by
Yeah,
Tiana.
for real.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Let's see.
Using the Shaggy defense again?
when you were caught in person.
On camera, on microphone. EQ'd well.
See if she's available to talk to us.
This feels like a setup
For sure.
that you guys talked about prior.
I'm unaware.
It's never that. We never talk about things prior.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Tiana Taylor, please?
What do you want?
Tiana, is this Tiana?
Yeah, nigga.
This is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
I was just telling my co-workers that they got me cursed out by you yesterday.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out what the fuck you was talking about, but you said that I wasn't included in that conversation. So
You talking about
You know.
sneakerheads?
we did. So you got the
you can't
pass.
shit on Tia's fly.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But Tiana's not. That's not what
she's
my
a,
definition
Tiana's
of a sneakerhead is.
She's a sneakerhead.
Did you see her all Fashion Week?
Tiana is a sneakerhead. I don't care what you're talking about. She's
Tiana,
a sneakerhead.
Tiana,
She's
what's
been a
the
sneakerhead
what's
for
a,
years.
what's a sneakerhead? Mo, stop sucking up to the guests.
I mean,
She's been a sneakerhead for years.
I think whatever your definition was probably misleading and why everybody was going in on you.
Joe misleads.
I thought
probably what it is.
sneakerhead meant you only wear sneakers. You're uncomfortable in
No,
heels.
that don't mean that.
You're
That
not-
don't mean that. No, that don't mean that. That just means you have a great deal of love for kicks. But that don't mean that that's all you wear 24/7. Now, would I go to the gas station with some heels on? Absolutely not. But, you know, when it's time to throw them on, I'm throwing it on.
Oh, fine.
But on a regular day, every day, I would have on my kicks.
Talk that shit,
Well,
T.
shut up, Maul. Well, we here at the JBP think that you're beautiful,
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
and I'm sorry if I said anything offensive.
As you should be. And make sure you say that sorry part on that camera. Don't edit this shit out.
You know he will.
Yo, why you gotta be gangster all the time? All right, we love you. Hey, album update soon,
All right,
soon,
love
soon,
you
soon, 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 soon.
Huh?
Album soon, yes.
Yes. Soon.
All right,
Got you.
say less.
All right.
Yeah, I blame that on Maul.
How was that Maul's fault?
I just do.
Yeah, it was
I
your
just
fault.
do.
Good time.
Another update from our last
And
podcast.
Joe likes chicks that wear sneakers. That's why I didn't say
Absolutely
anything.
does.
All
You
of
might
Joe's
like chicks that wear
girlfriends have
sneakers
worn
and
are
not heels.
sneakers. They wear sneakers more than they wear heels.
That's a
Every
fact.
last one of your girlfriends.
I don't know if that's true.
It's not true.
Who?
It's not true at all.
Name them.
It's not true at all.
Name them.
Come on, name every chick you've ever slept
Name them,
with.
because all.
Yeah.
Come on, tell us.
Yeah, Mom.
I said girlfriends. I said girlfriends. I didn't say every chick you ever been with. I said girlfriends. Because all niggas did was find 50 pictures of Sin wearing Air Forces and J's.
I'm not with her.
All right, never mind. Your viewership? Go ahead. Shout out to me.
At the current moment, you only want chicks that
You only
that
have
wear
a child
heels.
with her. It's okay. Viewership. Why y'all
Allegedly.
do it? Yeah.
I wouldn't call Sin a sneakerhead.
What would you call her? Because Sin would much rather have on sneakers than heels. I can tell you that.
Flats, sandals, those little war boots that the girls made popular.
War boots.
Chicks, they like the war boots.
No. They made it sexy somehow.
Remember the,
Like
remember the
Doc Martens?
summer? Remember the summer they all wore those sandals that looked like they were gladiators.
Yes.
I like them shits. Those are chicks you was trying to take down immediately.
No, he was trying to take you down.
Yeah, that too. Where are we beginning
You
here?
said something else from the last podcast that you wanted to touch on.
Finally got an answer. I think I finally got an answer to my R&B ad lib question that I asked you gentlemen last week.
Frank Ocean.
Just-
No, and nobody wanted to talk about them. The Frank Ocean leaks that was coming and didn't come. Did they come?
I didn't hear any Frank Ocean leaks.
I didn't hear it either.
See, when you get like a mystique about you, everything you do is like falls under the mystique.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's part of the rollout.
That's some fucking bullshit.
He bought a club and only parties there. He's like, wow, he's so mysterious.
He's just right there at the club.
Like, he at his club, though.
Yeah, it's true. No, the greatest R&B ad lib. I said KC from Jodeci, and I wanted to know who was 2, 3, and 4 on that list, and we have some answers. The people chimed back in. They said,
thanks, people.
they said Cisco's Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good one. They said Charlie Wilson's Shooby Dooby Dee. Shooby Dooby Dee.
Is that considered an ad lib?
It's an
Yeah,
ad.
that's it.
Okay.
He's done it on everybody's song.
That's true.
And there was a Ron Isley one.
Okay.
I can't hit it no more.
No more, right?
He used to be in the bag.
Listen, we can joke on me, or I can ask you guys about your greatest battle with impotence.
That's a really big
Yeah,
word.
exactly. Come on, let's get to the shits, man.
Impotence. You be
Can
battling
you
impotence?
can you use that in a sentence?
Yo.
Spell it.
What's the origin of the word?
Spell it. Pronounce it. We're not starting with impotence. Come on, let's get to the shit, man. These artists need us. They're getting robbed for every penny they have. New artist, same story.
Yeah.
If you have yet to hear by now, Meg Thee Stallion went on Insta Live and told us about her contract situation with 1501 and
Yes.
Carl Crawford. She didn't name him specifically, but that is who her paperwork is with. And she just spoke about some legal battles that she's having. She said that they will not allow her to release music. And she had music scheduled to be released. And she went to court. She got a temporary restraining order, which permits her to release whatever she had planned for this week. And we'll see where this goes. But since then, details about this contract have been coming out. I think, according to TMZ, it was a 60-40 split in favor of the company.
On profit shares.
On profit shares, she's responsible for recording and so forth and so on.
Yeah. So all recording budget and expenses comes out of her 40 on that profit split.
What else did they say is egregious about this contract?
50% of her publishing, which to some degree is, that's what's going to happen. 30% of her tour income, that's a little high as far as standards go, but not crazy. 30% of her merch, also a little higher than usual, but not nuts. The 60-40 split is really the craziest part of this entire contract.
Now, before we continue, Maul, tell us how Carl Crawford should give Meg Thee Stallion all of her money back because it's the right thing to do, and how could he sleep at night?
I'm not saying he needs to give all the money back, but I mean that contract.
Tell us about how he should rip that contract up and do the right thing.
No, I mean that contract is nuts though. That's not a.
That contract is standard.
I wouldn't say standard.
Well, part of the lawsuit that Meg is going in with her lawyer that this is above standard practices.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
This is not a standard contract.
That is a standard production
With a
company
yeah, I was about to say with a
contract.
production company that is then signed to another label.
Now,
The 60-40 thing you could definitely argue.
No. Yeah,
I was about to say,
that's not standard.
Where I'll bargain with you, Maul. Some of the splits are higher.
Yeah,
Like 60-40, you pay for everything.
That's
I just
not-
take my 60. That's higher.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm. Okay, that's
And to
part of
some
the
degree,
contract.
not
That's what I'm
always
saying.
true.
This is not standard.
My response to that is it's not higher by much. The 50-50 pub split, that's standard. The 30% of your touring or whatever, that's high, but it's not far from standard in production company contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where this conversation always gets convoluted when you start to have it with fans or people who are not in the music business, because standard sounds nuts.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. We can't think of a reason, while knowledgeable,
Who made this standard?
that somebody would run to this or want this or apply this to their careers. I can't tell you who made it. I don't know.
And that's the problem.
This
we're
standard
still-
existed
we're still
when I
operate-
came in.
Exactly. We're still
Were
operating
you signed to a similar?
on the old standard.
You know, I was signed to a production company.
Yeah.
Most,
which-
Were your numbers similar-ish?
yeah,
And this was 2 decades ago.
yeah. The numbers were in this ballpark.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. This needs to change. This is an old standard, and the way you sell music, the way you make music and make money has changed over the years. So how come contracts are considered still standard if the game has changed? Basically, that's like an athlete getting a standard contract from the fucking 20s that baseball players were getting. And it's 2020 and I'm still on a standard contract. It just doesn't make sense. If the game changes and the money that's in the game changes and the way we make our money changes and the way people receive music and the way you count music sales and all these other things change, how come contracts are still standard? Like that's the problem.
That's valid.
That's the problem. Like why are we still operating on that old system when the entire game has changed?
Well,
because
most
go ahead.
artists come in. Most artists come in without any knowledge or leverage. So let's start there.
Yeah.
And most of them come in wanting the major label machine, the major
Right.
label association, affiliation.
And these are not major label contracts that we're talking about, by the way.
No.
That was a
yes.
sidebar.
No,
Clear.
yes. This is not a major label recording contract that we're talking about. This is with I don't know how he's titled it, but it looks like a production
It's a
company
production.
contract.
It's a production company
Yeah.
contract, which then he takes, and I don't know if this is the case, to 300, and his deal is with 300. Meg just happens to be part of 1501?
Yeah.
Part of 1501. So yeah, she's part of 300, but through 1501.
Right.
So a bunch of people have to eat before she even can see any of the money from her music, because she then has to pay 300 and has to pay the production company that she is signed to.
Yeah.
Which was my thing, Maul, when we were discussing Puff and Mace. We can't put every artist in the same boat.
Oh, and
Because-
Mace provided paperwork. He doesn't get any of Fabio's publishing.
Oh, good for Mace.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Good for Mace. But normally...
Good for Fabio. I don't know what you're talking about.
and good for Fabio. No, but good for Mace for paying it forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Normally, the route that you want your career to go is going to tell me a lot about how you want your business to be conducted as well. Normally, the people that are independent and choose to stay independent, they're ready for the longer road. They're ready to not get the push that the majors have to offer. They're just ready to take shortcuts on some things and longer cuts on some. Once you're trying to get to a major, we know that game. So when you say the game has changed so much, no. Outside of the business, it has, because now we have the ability to get our own leverage. See, when I signed this deal in 2000 it probably was. It was a lot harder to probably get my own leverage and go up there and tell Kevin Liles and Leo Cohen that, hey, this is what I want, or I'm not taking it. That's not a position that we're normally in as new artists.
And I want to speak to that point too with the production company thing, because I think a lot of people don't know that really is a difference between signing directly to the label and signing with a production company. Why so many artists, especially in hip hop, go through production companies is because they have no leverage or no notoriety at all. So
Backing, money.
a label will go to someone that's been in this industry for quite some time and be like, I trust your opinion. You've broken artists. You have a lot of tangible things I've seen you do in this game. So I'll give you a production deal or some type of joint venture, and you can sign artists to you, and I will be the parent company. So that's why the major labels aren't in, at that time when you was out there, actually out in the street trying to find artists, and now I guess you could say online.
Let me add to your point. Hey, and we could take this out of music. That's all across the board with why companies and corporations would prefer to deal with a production house versus a singular person or artist. That's in television. That's in movies. All across entertainment.
Yeah, it's like I have.
It's the relationship.
I have a script that Warner's owns. I'm gonna hire a production company that I know had just did a movie that was successful.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna bust this down and split this up, and we're gonna give the actors a fee.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, and even it's as fucked up as it is in music, probably more fucked up. But that's just kind of corporations in general. Like if you work in client services at an ad agency and your job is solely to meet with clients and bring in income, you get paid, if you're lucky, $100,000 a year. Your accounts could be in the 50 millions. It doesn't change your salary.
Right.
Like it's not just music does it real fucked up, but it's corporations and capitalism completely. It's not just within music.
Yeah.
Just my only point.
No, great point, Rory.
But yeah, that's why Twitter canceled me on Sunday. Just because I thought it was hilarious. I never mind people sharing opinions. That's why I enjoy Twitter. But the arrogance they had towards Meg was just hilarious to me. That what a rudimentary answer to, yo, your contract's fucked up. Oh, should have got a lawyer. You know how simple and stupid you sound?
Right.
Like every single lawyer.
It's one of the reasons you shouldn't talk music on Twitter.
At all.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
At all.
Especially
But,
music business stuff, because people
To
watch a couple
think-
docs and think they know it all.
To think that every lawyer ever is the same and understands music contracts, even as an entertainment lawyer, is far-fetched.
Yeah.
And to think that someone at a young age with no connections or music business experience or anyone in their lives involved with that can find a lawyer. Of course, lawyers do pro bono shit, but to just be able to find one that is up to date with how these labels move and their law firm that they have within their actual company. It's hilarious to me to think that is something you think is the easiest thing ever to do.
I want to dispel some of these things. Twitter music execs. Even if we read the contract, it would change nothing.
It's going to be my next point.
Yeah.
The fact that you also think that these record contracts are set in stone, like, oh, my lawyer looked at it, we like this, set in stone no matter what. It's purposely vague. There's hidden clauses. There's terminations in there that are an opinion. Contracts are not black and white. It's not yes or no.
The devil is in the details.
You can argue something that is legally binded.
Yeah.
It's a gray area. Contracts are not as black and white as you guys think they are.
Well, that's step one. Step one when we're talking about contracts, you want to get a lawyer because lawyers have their own language. And that language is the language that needs to be understood. And even once you pass that, like Rory said, lawyers leave the gray area. They leave the broad interpretation for argument purposes. So it's twofold. So I want to dispel some of these things. I do. I don't want to kill Meg Thee Stallion. I see a lot of people saying, he was in college.
That was another one that was hilarious.
You was in college.
What does that mean?
You could have a law degree and still fuck up a
You
contract.
had your mom managing you. Like, you had all of the... Like, I used to ask myself that a lot. Like, damn, I wonder what would have happened if I would have took my contract and involved my mom. Maybe nothing. My mom don't know shit either about that. She don't know an entertainment lawyer. That's the next thing you want to get to.
Yeah, just because you have someone that personally cares about you so much in your circle doesn't necessarily mean you're protected. It just means someone cares about you.
Right.
Actually, before we get to this stuff, we should play this clip. We should play this clip for the people that did not have a chance to hear Meg Thee Stallion going in on this.
There's also something to be said from being from a Houston is a long history of great music, but it is not a primary hub of probably entertainment lawyers. So she went from a pretty local artist signing to a local production company to a huge global smash successful artist. And that's a big thing too.
You know?
Yeah.
The deal she made in Houston might have made sense in Houston. You know, for a small 19, 20, whatever she was at the time, it might have made sense there. Did they know that she was gonna, it's gonna be a global thing? Probably not at the time.
Yeah, and I mean, not to say I don't know what 1501 did for her as far as her come up came. I mean, I kind of saw it when everyone else did.
Yeah.
So I don't know too much about whether she did this all on her own and 1501 is now just reaping all the benefits of happening to lock her into a contract at a young, naive age. But I'm not going to kill Meg. Like, y'all don't even know what's in your fucking...
I'm not killing Meg or Carl.
Yeah.
I'm not killing either one. Carl Crawford is unable to state his position because of the court findings, the temporary restraining order. He is not allowed to speak about this via social media. So we won't hear from him. But I know when I went back to the people that I thought to be cool with and in business with and said the same thing that Meg said here, which is, hey, I went back to Carl and said, hey, there's some shit that's wrong in here and we need to make amendments. They was like, well, why would we amend that? Like, we've invested in you.
Right.
Things that you can't even put a price next to, the things that we've invested in you.
Yeah.
So,
Well, again, that's why I was saying I don't know that to be true because I just don't have enough information. That's why I'm not killing Carl because I just don't know. But
what we can do...
Judging by that, the recording contract specifically, that's 60-40, and now I'm in charge of all of those recording fees, and you're not giving me an advance prior. Yeah, I don't know. I may have some questions for Carl.
Of course you would have some
No,
questions.
I'm saying on a real tip of not standard practices.
Listen, call me...
Or no, to your point of saying, we invested this much into you. This
not
sounds just like
amending...
profit.
I'm not... well, there's something going around that's saying Meg Thee Stallion received $15,000 out of a $7 million profit.
Yeah, I saw those
I don't
numbers,
know
but
that to be true, so I won't comment on it. But what I will say is, I'm not amending any contract before your debut album is out.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between some of the artists today and some of the artists back in the day. Back in the day, that was the golden gate of the industry. You got to get fucked. Is it going to be with Vaseline or without? So our hope is to get in, get fucked, but be so successful because we got to believe in ourselves that they'll have no choice but to want to amend things or want to keep this business relationship going.
Why does it seem like it only happens in our culture?
Well, no, that's not true. We just saw Taylor Swift. Swift.
Outside of hip hop, this happens.
Now we're probably the most vocal about it.
Yeah.
But
I think it happens the most.
This is the music industry. And I mean it pains me to say that, but there's not many people running around that's looking to do fair business with anybody.
That's the problem.
Well, I agree. But listen, if you're not bold enough to stand on your own and believe in your talent and thug it out and take the long route, not be backed, not have support, try to find a way on your own. If you're not willing to do some of those things, then you're going to lose a piece of your pie. And you have to always look at this as a pie. To Rory's point earlier, she's fucked with 1501 before we haven't even taken you anywhere yet. In Houston, you fucked. Now we'll take you to Kev. Let's see how it goes. Now we'll take you to 300. See how it goes. Now throw in the commissions. What part of the pie are you left with? This is what Russ talks about anytime you put a microphone in front of him.
Yeah.
So my thing is, at what point are we going to start putting some type of onus or accountability on the artist for being aware of what you sign?
That's definitely.
We've heard it too much though now, Mo. See, this is different. This is not 2001 when we didn't know. We know now. We are clear.
See, I don't know how fair that is either. I saw a lot of people saying that. We've seen this happen countless times. I can't say that the person that is only been focused on making music at such a young age has paid attention to everything you've paid attention to since 2000, especially when you were living in it.
You wouldn't have to pay attention to everything Joe pays attention to. You would just be having to have paid attention to anything. I'm saying the differences between 2000 and now are the numerous outlets that are in favor of the artist, preaching on behalf of the artist, regardless of what you think of Steve Stout and what he's doing and what he's done in the past. United Masters speaks on that. A lot of these labels and the changing of the deals that they're doing once contracts are up, it speaks to that. The publishing companies honoring fucking EPs now. There's so many things going on that speak to changes that speak to Maul's point about the game having changed.
For sure.
So if you getting fucked in 2017, fam, yes, I feel for you. And yes, I'm in support of you. But some of it is you.
Of course, and I'm not making it
and this is not
excuse.
just but this is not just Meg. I'm approaching it this way because every other month, not only does an artist come out and say, I was unaware, but they proudly say it almost. They say it casually. We just heard Blueface say this.
Yeah.
Hey, Van, I have no idea what was in my shit. When I was pressing Yachty, that was what he was giving me. Fam,
Yeah.
I don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
Now,
I just know I'm making money right now.
All you got to do, what you got to do is thank or pray to your lucky heavens that you are signed to somebody that's doing somewhere in the ballpark of the right thing, that at least can keep the business coming in, or at least can bring value to your project, which was my entire argument with Puff and Mace. Hey, some fucked up shit might have happened there, but if there's one nigga you can bet on that's bringing value to your shit, it's Puff. But I'm not getting back into that right now. We just saw this with Cash Doll, where she couldn't release music for however many years because she had entered some shit with her man/manager at the time, and whatever happened there. Listen, how you come in the game, and I'm talking to fans now, because y'all just listening to music and fucking dancing. And while y'all are dancing, real shit is happening out there. How you come in the game is very important. Most of these artists are not in control of them. They move to the beat of whatever someone else says. Most of us artists have to go through the rigmarole to find out how important we preach in ownership and ownership and ownership. Know what tags along with ownership that never gets talked about? Control. We just saw Juicy J beefing with Columbia.
Yeah.
He won't tell us what they beefing about, but guess what? Do you know who the fuck Juicy J is? Do you know what he's contributed? Do you know how much fucking business he has brought to that building? Why is he ever in a position that he can't release music when he says? One of the best producers we have today, he's probably writing records, he's throwing hits to anybody who asks for it. It's no control. It's no control. This is a common thing. I just don't want to kill Meg. Mm-hmm. I don't want to kill Carl. I don't want to kill any of the artists that are in this situation because it's all of us. We're less different than we are alike. But you have to start being cognizant. Oh yeah, let me help try to dispel some of the other things. Well, no, let's play the clip.
I got it.
What was in my contract? I was young. I think I was like 20.
Pause this. Before we even get into, we saw Uzi go through this.
Mm-hmm. With drama, right?
This is all recent stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we even get into what she's saying, I'll just say this so y'all could sit on it.
Pause.
Yes, Rory. More. Even with the luxury of technology, where Meg is able to go to her fans and rally for public support, I have a theory. I know about 100 niggas that would love to do this same thing. Know why they won't? Because they signed to a nigga that will shoot their head off their shoulders. Like, even this is a luxury. To be a woman, and come out and say, hey, because of their street intimidation tactics, they think they will X, Y. Hey, if she was not a girl, how do y'all think this would play?
Points
I
were
think
made.
it's a fair
Hey, I
point.
know
Points
we're
were
not
made.
supposed to talk about this.
No. I think it's a fair point.
Very
I think it's
valid
We
point.
not-
I'm not gonna leave you on
supposed-
the ledge by yourself on that one.
Yeah, not at
That's a
all.
fair point.
It's real shit. All right, come on, let's play this.
I didn't know everything that was in that contract. So when I got with Rock Nation, I got management, real management. I got real lawyers. And they was like, do you know that this is in your contract? And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. No, I didn't know. So I'm not mad at 1501. I wasn't upset because I'm thinking in my head, oh, well, everybody cool. We all family. It's cool. It's nice.
Pause that. Newsflash out there. Because I don't want to use this. I want to use this as a teachable moment and not a time to attack Meg, even though y'all are pulling up her old tweets about finessing niggas and if you're getting scammed by a nigga, then you a weak bitch and all that shit.
I laughed.
Listen, TLC called niggas scrubs and was getting robbed. What you want to do?
I got a bum ass truck.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, listen, the game is the game. Let me dispel some of this stuff as she preaches it. Nobody's your friend. Nobody is your friend. Even if they're friendly, even if they're supportive, even if they appear to have your back or they appear to be in your best interest. I use the word friend. I don't use it loosely at all. I have maybe 10. And I have to say that because this is a real easy way. The music industry is predatory. And part of being predatory is the art of allure. How do we allure you? How do we get close to you? How do we make you comfortable? How do we incentivize you without getting you hip to what's going on? Nobody is your friend. 1, 2.
And your own friend will take a piece of your splits.
In business, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're family when everyone thinks they're making money. And by think, I mean the money you deserve.
Well, everyone's
family when shit is great, and when the perception is we're all getting money in an even way.
Everyone thinks that they're deserving of more, and they might be, or they might not be. You know, it's subjective and it's negotiable.
It's what you can negotiate.
Yeah.
Honestly. And unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me just ask some niggas to renegotiate my contract. Soon as I said I want to renegotiate my contract, everything went left.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Like-
Meg Thee Stallion. How else was that supposed to go? This is why I was just going crazy about Maul's take about just doing the right thing back when we had that conversation. Why would Carl Crawford do that? Because you approached him and said, "Hey, there's some things wrong here."
Not to him.
If he would do that now, he would have did that then.
And he might not see any problem with any of the numbers that they agreed to.
Well, again, we've yet to hear his side. So he might have a mad valid reasons as to why these numbers are these numbers.
I would like to hear those, though.
Same.
I really would.
Me too.
Same. And be clear.
There's some explaining to do on his behalf, no matter how standard this is.
Oh, for sure.
There's still some explaining to be had on deserve. I'm not talking about what's a contract. Deserve.
Let
Let
me jump in. No, let me get rid of your false sense of entitlement. No, there's not. I don't have to explain anything.
Oh no!
I can never speak to Meg again.
Where did I say that? I'm saying
You said there's
I'm
some
curious.
questions to be.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Yeah, but be clear. Carl Crawford does not have to answer a fucking thing here.
Of course he doesn't.
That would be a courtesy.
Yeah.
But why do you feel like he doesn't have to answer an artist that he signed if she has questions?
If they want to continue to do business, yeah, he should.
He might have her business for the next however many albums.
Yeah, but that's why he may need to talk.
Well, if that's how he's feeling that day, if he's feeling like being that type of executive, he don't have to be. I couldn't have your signature on this paper and never speak to you. Everybody you go talk to has to come talk to me. No matter what. We could beef. You can't do shit. That's why I'm saying that.
And while that's signed entitlement to what you were saying, that's not a great way for
to proceed with
longevity in the business because Meg is going to be worth a lot of money.
She's already worth a lot of money.
I know, and she is at the path now.
Growing.
Of course, we've seen this happened before and artists not get there. But as of right now, yes, I would look at Meg Thee Stallion and say I would like to continue to do business with her and her being happy because we'll make more money that way.
You know what's funny?
If you tell her, fuck off, I own you for your next 3 albums, think Meg is going to rush to give you a good album?
I think that Meg should continue her search. I think that she needs to continue looking. Because most times, as an artist, you just in la la land because you're getting money you never got before. And once you notice one thing wrong, and that one thing is really wrong, it's a wake-up call. And then you start sniffing around. And then you say, oh, hold up, buddy. There's a lot of shit wrong. I'm not sure that Carl Crawford is the only one robbing you.
Valid.
And I mean, I'm experienced here, so I could always kind of look at somebody and tell, yeah, they probably don't know they're getting robbed.
There's a lot of hands in the pot.
Fam, when Trey Songz was popping up everywhere, I said, something's off here. Honestly, I did. It spoke to something.
Yeah.
Have to make your money elsewhere because someone else has a hold on your music profits.
Many people, not just one.
Also on that, if you're a new artist, you do not want to, I'm just trying to dispel some things because this is a common thing. You do not want to share attorneys with anyone.
No, God, no.
That's very important, but people keep doing it. So I want to address it.
Well, in her case, a lot of artists go in and think we're family and think we're friends and think that your lawyers are my lawyers.
And a lot of artists don't want to pay lawyers or pay managers or pay publicists or pay anybody.
That's true.
There's that part too. I'm not saying that about Meg. I'm just broadening this.
No, absolutely.
I'm broadening this.
Yeah, we can take it off of the
specific.
specific.
Other thing about this, Maul, where you say the game is the game has changed, so that's why it's hard for me to empathize sometimes. Mm-hmm. When we were getting fucked last decade, the standard was 5 albums.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 with some options. Sometimes 5 with some options. So getting fucked was the lifetime of your career. And remember, this is at a time where you lucky to get an album out every year.
Wasn't Wayne shit 20 albums or something absurd?
I'm sure.
Wayne's contract was nuts.
Insane.
It was nuts. Listen, we don't know the details of the future Rocco shit. Was that Rocco?
Yes.
That was Rocco, right?
That was settled though.
It was settled because Future is a fucking god. That's why it was settled. Look at what you have to go to.
And that was settled after several albums. Like, they didn't settle that.
It wasn't quick.
Yeah, no.
But it wasn't just Future alone. Future had the support of his label. Trust me. That was a label. Whatever happened with, whatever we don't know happened with fucking Dame and Leor and Hove is the same thing that happened there. The label was in support. They wanted Future. We don't get this other shit to fuck. Whatever. I won't speak on it. But same shit. Damn. Oh, today, Maul. Artists out there. Artists and people aspiring to be artists. Forget about being jerked. You want to make your deal as short as possible no matter what. Hey, you could be with somebody you love the business they doing. Guess what? You want to maintain the ability to renegotiate soon.
True.
But a lot of artists
in a year.
A lot of artists see now
2 years.
If I do the 3 album deal and I see the 5 album deal, because usually you get presented with both, that advance looks a little more sexy on
Absolutely.
the 5 year and you broke. So that's why artists take it.
Yep.
It's short-sighted. But again, I have empathy and understanding for someone in maybe that situation. But you should not take that just because it looks better. That 5 album shit will fuck your life up.
I never understood why people, when they negotiate, they always say, well, I was broke and I needed money. You was always broke. It doesn't matter. Like,
when you broke, it sucks.
I got to tell you, when I was
but my thing
19,
is,
20, and somebody said, check this out. We're going to purchase the studio equipment and give you $10,000 in your pocket. I couldn't sign that contract fast enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people negotiate from that standpoint that they're broke and they just want money right now. But my thing is, you've been broke your entire life. Like, what is another year of being broke?
That's what those production companies kind of strive on and target. Like, I know I can get way more out of this artist because they need the 15 grand. They need the 50 grand right now. And I got that. I'm chilling. 50 grand to me is nothing. I know I'm going to own way more once you pop.
Fuck that. If you've been broke your entire life, it's okay. You made it this far. You'll be fine.
I feel you, but shit.
Easier said than done.
I've been that broke guy.
On
Easier said
paper,
than
I
done.
get that.
I've taken some money that I shouldn't have took, but
Man, artists have.
Yeah, but then you end
Most
up in
of us
situations like
have.
this.
I know.
You end up in situations
No
like
doubt.
this.
It's true, Maul, but a lot of times
Bottom
in the
line, you
music
gotta do
business,
shit on your own, man.
a lot of times in the music business, you have to situation your way to your next situation.
Yeah.
That's all this game is about.
Which is why I always bring up that longevity conversation. That hip hop, we just don't give credit to longevity the way any other genre does. I don't just say it with music. The fact that you've made it this far in this business this long is something to say.
Yeah.
Your music could suck, but if you still putting shit out and making a living 15 years into your career, I applaud you.
Absolutely.
I think that's fucking insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I signed mad bad contracts in my career, even if by way of the first one. Because if you give up all your rights to the production company, they got the 50% of the pub. Now they're in charge of going to get the pub deal. Like, it just ruins you for years to come. I really feel for Meg, and I hope that everything works out for her. I'm happy that she got her temporary restraining order.
Yeah.
I'm happy that she has some really brilliant people in her corner to be able to help navigate her through this.
Yeah. Lot of people in that rock building have been through this with Rockefeller and know the ins and outs of
Been
it.
on both sides.
Yeah. So, yeah, she definitely has a good team.
I thank
there.
God that she has enough of a buzz to have some real brilliant people in her corner.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't.
No.
And the work ethic. Like, she's going out there and doing shows. I feel like I see her doing a show every single night. So not everyone is afforded that opportunity. You might be in a bad deal and at home, not generating any income whatsoever.
And not able to put anything out because you're stuck in that contract.
Right.
Well, what can we...
Or perform.
What else, what more is there that we can say that will give an artist some more tools and information to help them navigate so they can avoid this?
As far as the lawyer thing go, and as I said, it's tough to find a lawyer, but the way you shop for deals, you should shop for lawyers. And every single contract, as much as we say standard, every single contract is different.
Yeah.
So you need to tell your lawyer exactly what you want, and they can kind of guide you through what's realistic and what's not. Again, this is after you shop around, because lawyers will meet for the first session for free. Right. But yeah, put together a contract that is in a perfect world for you with some reality in there too. But I really think
that's very difficult though if you have no experience. If you don't know what you want.
Well, that was kind of my point before with the lawyer thing. But finding that lawyer
That's
to
why
do so.
I tell new artists, I tell my son, I tell people, don't be ashamed of holding your rights.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I'm saying going in, every contract is different. So go in with what you want. You'll probably get a no, but at least we'll have a standard of where we are with things.
Hey, and take the no.
Yeah.
Take the no. Grind for a few more years. Speak to a few more people. You don't have to live this way. You don't have to go about it just in this light, man. I want to pray for all the artists that are in these situations. And it's mad at y'all. It's most of y'all.
I'm not sure if there's a centralized hub for people to find entertainment lawyers that are reliable and experienced, but there should be. So maybe that's something that we could try to put in motion.
Yeah.
At least verbally.
For sure.
It would be nice if there were some veteran lawyers out there that were willing to at least form some sort of coalition where people could get information or even at least get information on how to get a lawyer that is good. There's a lane for that.
Yeah. And I think production companies, I know it kind of sounded like we was really shitting on production companies. Figure out what you really think they can do for you, because there are production companies that absolutely can help you if your visions are aligned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think every production company is evil at all. I think, production companies are some of our favorite labels at the end of the day are production companies.
100%.
I know nothing about QC's business, and of course we're going to the top as far as production companies go, but the leverage you have when you have a production company that will fight for you is something to say. I would, in that instance, I'd rather be signed to the production company than directly to the label. I know you give up more when you go to the production company, but they will fight for you and push your shit much further than it may have gone by yourself or directly with the parent company.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to fuck with a production company, figure out how they could really help you and if they really fuck with your music, not just if they think you'll be profitable, because they're not going to fight for it the same.
Yeah.
That's true.
Some dude hit me on Twitter and said, "Oh gosh, now I got to hear Joe talk for 30 minutes about Meg's contract." I was like, why do you think that? I didn't plan on coming in here and speaking about this for very long.
There's not that much information out there. It's kind of hard. None of us have seen any contracts. We've only seen one side of the argument, as is often the case, really.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, don't sign shit if you're a new artist. Do the shit on your own.
Yeah, that's...
I think now
Listen,
more than ever,
I
you
think
can do shit on your own.
I think that's the best option, no matter what.
Now more
But
than
it's
ever, you can
it's
do it on your own
way
now.
difficult and it's going to take way more time. So if you cool with that, hell yeah.
You took your entire life to write your first album. Like, it's okay.
People didn't like their entire lives.
No, that's a deeper. You don't need to be thinking about music business if you don't like your life. Then
No, that's exactly why you think
that's
about
where
it.
some of the greatest music comes
because
from.
you want to make it. You want to change.
But you got to get right with yourself first. If you don't like yourself, you can't be trying to be.
I feel like some of the greatest
I
music
think
in
my
the
favorite
world.
artists have always hated themselves.
That's true, but that's not what I was saying. Not you hate yourself, but most of us are impoverished. Most of us, the first thing we say is, "All right, I'm gonna get my mom out the hood."
Right.
That's the first thing we say. Like, it's not they didn't like themselves.
How many people do y'all know that's still impoverished?
Most
amount.
Most of the people I know.
Yeah.
Like, you know niggas that's almost homeless?
Some.
In their eyes.
I don't believe that.
Mo, do you know how many people are like living check to check, scraping checks together?
Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying. I know
Like
people
that
You saying,
that
like,
have no
people
idea
we
where
hang
next
with
month's
every
rent
day?
is coming from.
And that aren't just spending money stupidly. Like,
Yeah.
They just work hard and don't
I
get
know
paid a
mad
lot
people.
of money.
I know mad people who cannot tell me where April's rent is coming from today.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that.
Let alone health insurance or anything else.
We didn't even get into that yet, but I know a lot of those
It's
people.
most of America, honestly.
It's most of the people I speak to in real life, not these celebrity industry friends. Be clear, that's a small. If you make 300 grand, you in the top 5% or the top 3% or 1% of the
I think if you make 100 grand,
world.
you're in the top 1%.
Yeah, so I ping pong that, toss it back to you. How many people you know that's not? You might be different, but yeah, most of the people I know is kind of fucked up.
I know people that just get up and go to work every day, and people that get to it every day. Now, if you know niggas that just sitting around on their ass not doing shit, I expect them niggas to be broke and fucked up.
Oh no, I am talking about people that go to work though.
Yeah. Well, both.
Like,
I know
get the
people that
working
are
class.
bums that don't do nothing, lazy. And I also know people that get up every day to go to work and still live check to check.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't.
And I know people in the music business
That's
like that,
family
too,
members.
for what it's worth.
I
Yeah,
know
word.
mad people in the music business like that. And for the record, just to make this clear, I wouldn't call living check to check almost homeless.
No.
But
No.
you see what I'm saying. All right, I'm praying for Meg.
Absolutely.
Praying
Yeah,
for
man.
Meg. Hope everything works out. We'll keep you posted.
Praying for a good resolution for all parties.
Yeah.
That likely never happens, but I
No
hope
doubt.
so too.
Yeah. Well, I think that there will be some sort of resolution. I can't imagine someone gets completely fucked out of the deal.
I think all the girls are getting robbed.
I'm sure.
All of them.
I'm sure.
That's my opinion. And that's not just gender specific, but they're a
I mean,
smaller crew. So
I think that would be the definition of gender specific.
no, it's mad niggas getting robbed. It's mad niggas getting robbed too. But because the population of
The women rappers are much
is so
smaller.
much smaller,
Yeah. Women in the music business in general.
and
are
a lot of
probably-
them,
I don't think Rhapsody's getting robbed.
good for Rhapsody.
Yeah, I don't think she's. I'm only speaking to what I know. I don't think rap getting robbed. We've seen Cash Doll. Are we adding in the Doja Cats?
They're all getting robbed.
I wouldn't be shocked.
They're all getting robbed. That's my opinion.
It's a very male-centric business, so I would not be surprised at all if a lot of female artists had unfavorable contracts.
Fam, it costs a lot to be an artist as a woman.
Yeah, that's true.
Like more than a dude.
That's true.
And some of the
No,
women,
to do anything, like to move,
Yeah.
just to say, yo, we're doing this event tonight for this amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact a dude could wake up, not even shower, walk by himself with a shitty mic and make 75 grand for 2 songs.
Yeah.
Nah, shit got to get the stylist, the makeup, the
Women,
dancers.
in general, women have an expensive existence.
Yeah, it's.
Let alone industry professionals or whatever.
I be feeling bad for the rapper chicks that have to go through all that, pay the stylist, pay the makeup girl, buy the clothes, get the dancers, just for all the other chicks to say, yo, her makeup is trash. Her outfit is trash. I be like, damn. I know she went through mad work. Like, she was up for her 10 p.m. show. She was getting ready at fucking 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's true. Here we go. All right, what's up? Y'all want to come on and talk about Common and Solange?
What happened now?
What Common and Solange did?
They were spotted together. Hey, here we go. Fuck you niggas, man. All right, and just that fast, we have a reply from Carl Crawford about Meg Thee Stallion, even though I thought we were off of Meg Thee Stallion. Carl Crawford, in an interview with Billboard, and I'm not certain how he's able to do these interviews, because the temporary restraining order said that he's unable to speak about anything.
Well, again, we've
on
only
social
gotten
media.
Maybe this was
we've
prior.
only gotten information from one side.
Yeah.
So
Billboard says, according to Crawford, Billboard says that Crawford says he denies any claims of him or his 1501 label trying to prevent Megan's output of music. It's a whole lie, says Crawford. Nothing is true that she said. Me being greedy and taking money from her, that's crazy. I never tried to take anything from her. The only thing we ever did was give. The article continues. It says, according to Crawford, after Megan signed to Roc Nation in September, she went radio silent, opting not to pay him or 1501 any of the money she owed. That makes sense.
and it makes sense that he wouldn't stop music. Because why would you stop music if I'm getting 60%?
He would never stop music, and that's why that just sounded peculiar.
Yeah.
Carl Crawford goes on. She went radio silent, opting to not pay him or 1501 any money she owed. In Crawford's eyes, the Hot Girl Summer MC's tactics were to avoid paying him for merchandise and live touring proceeds owed to him through the terms of their deal, so that he would renegotiate her 4-album deal contract that she initially signed with 1501. Megan also signed a separate distribution deal with 300 Entertainment in 2019. You guys' thoughts on this before I continue to read?
Again, I'm not surprised.
I'm curious, is her manager, because of course she signed to Roc Nation, but there's typically a day-to-day manager or someone that was there prior. Would that be the person here holding the money? Because I would imagine that money would funnel through 1501. You don't find that a little odd that she wasn't paying it, like she was holding that money?
There's so many cooks in the kitchen at this point.
Well, listen to this. This is all assumption-based. This is freestyling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meg is signed with Roc Nation. Roc Nation has a deal with Live Nation. And Live Nation has venues everywhere. So if there were a way for you to go do your shows and get your money and not pay the person that you are in a deal with, this is that scenario.
Yeah. Where Roc now takes over and we're going to take our percentage and here's the rest of your money.
Carl is no longer dealing with Meg Thee Stallion. He's dealing with Roc Nation, I'm assuming.
You would think, yeah.
And 300, even though that's a signed separate distribution deal with 300 that they're suggesting, Billboard here, he would deal with 300 as well.
But Maul, everything that Carl Crawford is saying here was me playing devil's advocate to you on your merit argument. Crawford goes on. Let's talk about your contract. It's a great contract for a first timer. See, stop right there. That is the other perspective.
Yeah.
when you get out of, oh, you're robbing me and I'm not getting what I'm owed, the person that has the contract, Norm, typically feels like, nah, I did you a solid.
Well, yeah, it's natural for him to feel like that. She just might feel a different way, that's all.
Well, you got to remember that when the contract was signed, at least theoretically, she was not known.
Right.
And they had connections and whatever they brought to the table.
That's the only thing I didn't like from her, too, by the way. Her saying, Meg Thee Stallion has always been Meg Thee Stallion. Anything I got it on my own. I did it on my own. I didn't need nobody. I write my raps. I make my songs. Then why'd you sign it?
Oh, business.
He goes on. Let's talk about your contract. It's a great contract for a first-timer, he offers. What contract gives parts of their masters and 40% royalties and all that kind of stuff? Ask Jay-Z to pull one of his artists' first contracts, and let's compare it to what Megan got. I guarantee they won't ever show you that. Well, they shouldn't show you that because that's good business. Jay-Z should not be showing you any contracts. Billboard spoke to Crawford about Megan's allegations, why he thinks Jay-Z and Roc Nation are trying to stronghold his company, and what he hopes to gain back from his pending lawsuit. And, oh, wait, this is a whole interview.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Whoa. What was your initial reaction with Megan going on Instagram Live and accusing your label of preventing her from dropping new music? My initial reaction was, and this is Billboard if you haven't got a chance to read this, my initial reaction was, man, I can't believe this is serious. She just has so many holes in her story, and it's almost on some delusional type stuff. The bubble of Hollywood and her 8 million followers has really clouded her head because the stuff that she is saying is not true. It's a whole lie. Nothing is true that she said. Me being greedy and taking money from her, that's crazy. I never tried to take anything from her. All I did was give. Now she fell for the oldest trick in the industry, the conquer and divide theme. Gentlemen, I won't read this whole thing because this is
that
hard.
is an old trick in the industry.
That's the oldest trick in
Human existence.
See, now when Roc Nation was able to help Uzi, and I won't really dive into this because I'm a Hovenger, but when Roc Nation was able to help Uzi, that to me was very understandable because Uzi is more profitable and more valuable than most of the artists that are out now. He's proven it already. With no album, he had proved it. That's the type of streaming artist that Uzi is. Uzi was going to get somebody to settle, sort of like my Future Rocco argument.
Right.
Megan is not at the place, in my opinion.
She's at the same place as Uzi was.
No, she's not.
She's got 2 platinum
No,
singles.
she is not. No, she is not. A far cry. That is incorrect.
What other platinum single did he have besides All My Friends Are Dead at that time?
A few. He's had a few. And they weren't just platinum.
Uzi
was like the highest streaming.
Yeah, Uzi is higher in pretty
By
much every
miles.
category than Meg.
By miles.
And I don't even think it's close.
It's not close.
It's not.
We don't talk about Uzi enough here because we're old. But what Uzi is doing out there, there's a reason that they put a boot on his Cullinan and then he parked his Bugatti or some shit in the same spot. Like there's a reason that he's playing the way he plays. There's a reason that he in Starlets every night just chilling. There's a reason for it. He is way more successful than most of the artists that are out. He has put himself and worked himself into a position where it behooves all y'all for me to not be angry. Everybody involved.
Yeah.
It helps y'all if I'm happy. That's what I be telling niggas I be in deals with, but whatever. Meg is not there yet. She's not there yet. Well on her way. But I'm not amending anything if I'm Carl Crawford right now.
Yeah, you said that before, and I agree.
Give me an album. And he's saying he got a 4-album deal.
Yeah, that's...
So give me 2 albums. And then approach me about redoing some shit. But no, you can't just go get with every... You were in Houston, and I'm not speaking from my POV. You were in Houston like all of us were in our respective cities saying, damn, how the fuck do I get the fuck out of here and pop? Mm-hmm. And Carl Crawford was your way at that point. You can't go get with Kev and Hove and Trey Songz and all of these people and now just totally forget about me and the contract you signed. You can't.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's definitely not how it should go, or that's not a solution to it at all. But I think that
he would be more inclined to amend this if there were some albums out, I assume. That's also an assumption.
Reasonable.
And I feel like if, maybe she didn't approach it the way she did, so on social media, maybe if it didn't play out like that, like trying to maybe paint him in a certain light and have him looking like, he did, because from what he's saying, and this is that he didn't even draw the contract up. He's saying that T. Farris.
Carl Crawford, if you're unfamiliar, made all the money you could want to make in baseball. He's not like a retired baseball player that had a hard time and now he's trying to take advantage of rappers. Carl Crawford has money and had money. He's always had money.
Yeah.
I could see how that would be attractive to a new artist.
Yeah. A name.
And you can't tell me that he didn't spend a dime. Now, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that. But on the artist side, we got to acknowledge, when we give up some of our pie and why we give up some of our pie. It happens.
And if it worked. We have to acknowledge when it works.
Yeah. That's not right.
Like, it's one thing to, I went out and did all this shit myself, but if I signed to a label and then I pop as a result of the label doing the work, then turning around and saying, nah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
You did work too.
No other way around it.
Yeah, I want to just quickly skim this interview. I want to read this whole thing.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah, he's T. Farris is the one. Her mom did the contract. I'm new to the business. I let this guy T. Farris run my whole business because I knew absolutely nothing about it. Zero. So he wrote up your contract. I didn't do it. Well, damn, throw T. Farris on the bus.
The old. No, that's the old good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying.
Man,
it's like I didn't know nothing about this business. Like, I'm new to the business. That's basically what he's saying. He was like, but I had people in place to draw contracts up, to handle Megan, But again, that's
Did
what I'm
she
saying.
ever mention Carl though? By name?
On the Instagram video?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
No.
if she did on the Instagram thing.
Not on that video.
So again, I think this, back to that point of you shouldn't do this on IG and in the public eye. It feel like a lot of what he's responding to is the public, not Meg.
Well, he
would
has
have
to respond to the public.
He can't say anything about Meg.
No. My point here is that it becomes so messy, and now we're going in circles with a bunch of people that don't even understand the music industry to begin with. Like, it's annoying and stupid and counterproductive. Like, the fact that he's explaining who runs his business to the world, not to Meg, because I'm sure Meg is aware of who T. Farris is. Right. And if he didn't bring up, I only say this because I never heard Meg bring up Carl's name. Mm-hmm. So this is pointless. Like, do this shit behind closed doors.
But this is what I was just saying. When you go on Instagram Live now, you make it a public thing. You bring in public opinion. Mm-hmm. You bring in perspectives from people that don't know anybody. Mm-hmm. So it's like, this is how it's going to play out now. But I mean, I think that it, however it's going to go, let it be a lesson to artists again. Like, know what you're signing, know what you want, and if not, stay independent. Grind on your own. Stack your money however you can and put it into your dreams and go about it that way. But playing shit out in the public should never be the solution. Like, you keep your business behind closed doors.
I agree.
Oh, and he's going in on Jay and Rock.
Well, I knew that we wouldn't hear that we didn't hear the end of this yet. Yeah. I figured that he would find a way to make his feelings known.
I wonder where Jay Prince is going to fall in all this.
Because he tends to keep quiet for the most part.
He gives you an IG caption.
Yeah. I forget that Carl was a baseball player too, so he's accustomed to dealing with the press.
Yeah.
So hopefully it gets resolved.
But dealing with the press.
What music is she trying to release Friday? Because it's not an album, right?
No.
Probably another single.
I think it's just music.
How much music you want to... Oh, man. I'm off of this.
Mo, are you going to give your take?
I'm going to give who?
We could edit this, but are you going to give your take that you said off mic? Because I thought it was an interesting one.
What did I say?
Is this a rollout?
It feels like it. It feels like they're definitely going to try to use it as a rollout for sure.
Who's they?
Whoever's in charge of putting out the music. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Hey,
I'm
might
not
as well.
mad at it.
I'm telling you this: if Meg Thee Stallion, who's one of the more popular artists, is saying I can't put my music out, I finally got a court case. It's coming out Friday, and that's all the headlines. Yeah. I mean, it's not the rollout, but let's leverage this.
Let's use it. Use it.
This is not. I don't think they all planned this as a rollout. That's a nuts rollout.
I
But
think y'all are crazy.
To not use it?
I think it's a great idea.
I mean, now that we're here.
Yeah, no. Now that we're here,
yeah.
let's
Use it.
Let's.
Turn this moment into something profitable.
It is a rollout. So let me be clear on what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It is a rollout to rally public support to combat her contractual obligations. So it is a rollout. Mm-hmm. And I won't even refute what y'all are saying. Maybe there is somebody somewhere that's saying, "Hey, we can start releasing music this way." Mm-hmm. Maybe. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 99% of artists would not like to be in this position to even have this as a rollout option.
I don't know. I would say
I am certain.
I would say 100.
That she
I don't know if
would
99.
much right now.
But I'm just saying, now that the situation, now that it's here, use it.
Listen, man. Can we talk about something fun?
Hey, man, my RMR levels are getting a little lower.
Your RMR.
Listen.
Yeah.
First, there was this. And I'm letting this rock because they them niggas. Oh. What was she doing for an hour?
Back then.
An hour? That mean he expected her back soon.
Yeah.
Mm.
He cried because she was going for an hour. He needs to get
Joe.
He needs to get out of the. He needs to get out of the fucking house.
Nah, that's my bag too. I'm looking out the window.
Tracing the raindrops down the window.
Yeah, come on. Where you know what I mean? Where your car at?
She just went to the grocery store.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
That's a long
No,
trip
she
to the
didn't.
grocery store.
Yeah.
Grocery shopping definitely takes
Well, if
an
it was like
hour.
a Wegmans or one of them big joints.
Back then,
Yeah.
grocery shopping definitely took an hour.
Seatown don't take that long.
Y'all ever ask a chick to get, send her location or whatever that thing is that you can just see what they're doing the whole day?
Yeah.
You did?
No, I've been privy to the location share though.
But you never asked.
I don't think I ever asked. No.
Maul?
Never have.
Maybe like on an Uber home or something like that.
Rory?
No, never have.
Uber home. I just keep. I'm probably the one that sent the Uber, so I'm
I
looking
can
at it
see.
on
I can
that.
see where you
Baller.
at.
Yeah. I'm not asking for your location all day. I'm in the crib. I just want to see if she's at Bergdorf.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Just
like,
checking in.
I don't want that.
Oh.
I guess for a safety issue, maybe she's out with her friends.
Yeah.
A safety issue, and you would want to be like, I just want to make sure you're all right, and
Out with her friends, huh?
your little circle don't end up in Virginia.
Oh my God, wait a minute. Oh my God! Oh my God!
You gonna give him a hoo-yeah?
Ooh, yeah! Come on, man!
Where's that Ross Lucy when they're trying to flip this?
Fam.
Pre-Berg.
Fam, come on, man. Then it was this. I gotta build it up. We've been hit with so much greatness. I gotta build this up for y'all. Y'all don't even understand what's going on in them R&B streets. The nerve of y'all to ask if R&B is dead.
You might be dead before R&B is.
Say that again for the people, man.
You might be dead before R&B is.
Man, come on, turn up this Blackberry glass.
We'll all be dead before R&B is.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Shout out to all the R&B lovers out there. We got new fire and these niggas got rifles. Man, hold on, man. Turn that shit off. Let me and Maul get in our bag right quick, man. Niggas wasn't outside. Niggas wasn't outside for this. Come on, man. Oh, yes. Oh, sing that shit. Rory, you got it queued up? Come on, Maul. Hit that shit, man. Hey, come on. Let's go, Biggs. Yo. Maul would have tried to put a verse on this back in the day. Y'all not feeling me out there? Y'all don't understand the R&B greatness that we've been hit with. Where did y'all think the next level of R&B was going after this?
Oh no.
So we're a little
Joe.
late. We're a little late on this story. Me and Parks tried to come in here and talk about this last week, but we forgot.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, man. I'm excited. I don't know what Young M.A. thought about R&B. But it's so... Damn, I was going to cut it off after the hook, but...
Nah.
He got to sing about the argument for a little bit. Hold up. See, he beat me already. Like, I normally wake up the next day still mad.
But look what they was arguing about, though. Niggas will argue about anything.
Maul,
The fucking nerve of you to tell me that.
That's not what they were arguing about, you guys.
is.
No, it's not.
You just said we had an argument. You told me you love me.
During the argument.
fucking nerve.
During the argument.
okay, my bad,
He
my bad.
takes accountability right after
right,
that.
my bad.
You have to keep listening. Look, I said, man, shit, you a bitch. Your mom ain't shit. I never meant that shit. I like your mom. I hate when girls pull out the cry. I mean to make you say you got yes. Oh, baby. Ah! Wait! Look inside your soul, bitch! Oh, I'm playing something else now. What's happening? Is that me? That's you. Oh, nigga, shut up, man. Don't fucking interrupt. All right, cut this off after the bald nigga go off, because that was his job in the group to go off during the ad-libs. And they said R&B songs wasn't talking about love no more. We have something that refutes that. Come on, man. It's a vibe. You know the vibrations right now. Oh, my God.
I've been heard fucked up too.
It's a fact.
Fam.
You
You hear the harmonies. You hear the harmonies.
Those are layered.
Flash that shit in the rain. Yeah! Ah! Wait! Pause this! Pause it! Pause it! Pause it! They all became hoes!
Are we getting the Views Part 2 Adderall Joe back?
Nobody ever says it.
True.
It just was, yo, loved her, shit went sour, we had a fight, she
they were
left, I
finding
love
themselves.
you, come back, I'ma kill myself. Nobody ever just comes out and says, yo, it was a fluke.
And they didn't do it with
They
a ski
all-
mask on and country harmonies.
I want to rob someone on a tractor to this record.
Fucking.
I want to hit the gunshot sound effect. Come on, man, it's true. Fuck them niggas. You hear me with the lows? Who gets my proof? Nah, nah. And in the rain. No, on me too. They hating on me too, man. Ooh, the off-key harmony. Yeah. Oh, man.
They became hoes that scam.
All right, turn it off. Turn it off.
No, this one has to fade out.
That's the greatest shit I heard my entire life. Since Desires, at least.
That might be the greatest song since Panda.
I played that song every 5. Ren was about to kill me this week ever playing that song. So
Is
much.
this song out?
I think they took it down because it's a Rascal Flat song. It was like a country group.
Man, fuck Rascal.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
We need these
and the
dudes.
flats.
Yeah.
We need these dudes, man.
I need this version.
I can rip it off YouTube.
I'm gonna do that, but
Every bitch I left, they became hoes, I swear. He swore.
no, hoes that scam.
Hey, listen, I believe him.
Hoes that scam?
That's right.
Hoes do scam though.
I was just with a scammer, too. I didn't know. I said, what you doing tomorrow?
Shit, scamming?
Yeah.
Yeah, take some time.
Then I had mad questions, but I won't get into it now.
Scammers really ruined that window just to buy some bags.
I felt like I'm such a peasant.
We all could have been rich.
They became hoes that scam is mad hard.
Man, listen.
Oh no, I've lived those rhymes.
So this is a group called RMR, which I just learned was pronounced rumor.
Which makes it even better.
That's the hardest shit ever. I love when shit is pronounced differently than it's spelled.
Yeah.
And you love rumors.
This is some legendary shit right here.
This is
really
the greatest shit I've ever heard.
Like this is like some legendary shit right here.
That video is incredible.
A quartet of 6.
All with AKs
Yeah.
and harmonies.
Yes.
One shirtless, ski masks. They look young, they sound good. They're aiming the Glock at me. I might be next.
And fuck 12.
The video
And fuck 12.
The video dropped the other day. Shit took over the timeline. I didn't know what was going on, but yeah, fuck 12.
You know what I mean? And fuck UMG for taking it down, too.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Word.
Well, now why did they? Oh, because you said it's a
Because
flip.
it's a flip. Yeah.
Fam, they catch one of these on their own.
It's over. I seen them using the studio. Here they were in the studio with
guys, we have entered a whole new genre of music.
Oh,
if
yeah.
they catch one, they're gonna catch
trap
one.
country for real.
2020 about to get wild.
Yeah.
They just need to throw some drums on that.
Nah, let that one ride. The next one could have some drums.
Listen, if they would have sold this and like did about a minute like that,
Hit the break beat.
and then threw some drums.
That's
It's
what
a
I'm
club
saying.
hit, club smash.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Club smash.
Dreams and nightmares. Sorry,
Yeah, but I think they got a few more of these in the tuck.
it's a whole new genre.
Nah, 'cause they can sing though.
Fuck a new,
this is
fuck a
coming.
new song. We got a new genre.
Yeah. That's the hardest.
What's the genre?
It's country, but it's trap
Country, R&B, trap, fuck the cops, ski mask
Trap
music.
country?
That shit is hard.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know who's the genius behind this, but you have our support.
Facts.
And
all
don't
my streams.
don't let Lil Nas hop on something.
That's happening.
Oh, that's definitely.
Don't let Lil Nas get on this.
That's happening. Then they about to steal your IP.
My IP.
Yeah, IP.
They about to steal. They about to take Rory's IP.
Damn.
who said I don't got paperwork?
60-40.
60-40. I don't want 60-40 with them. They'll shoot me.
They about to shoot the girl.
That shit is
They
beautiful.
about to shoot the scammer girl. These niggas look like they 17 with AKs.
I don't know where you've been, Joe.
That's normal. It might,
You've been inside the house for too long?
No. I'm listen. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
No, this is
There's
legendary.
nothing for me to say about this aside from this is great music, and I can't wait to hear more.
No, they
Well,
definitely-
fighting each other in the video.
No, they tapped into something with this. I don't know if they was just fucking around joking, but they definitely tapped into
Nah,
it.
he
I
can
think
sing,
that's
though.
how a
He
lot
can
of
actually
music
sing.
happens now.
Yeah,
by the
they
way.
tapped into something. Like even visually, this is something.
I wonder if they knew.
No, this is shot really well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
They
what-
had to
no,
know,
no.
right? Because
I-
this
I
is
think-
shot great.
I think they could have been fucking around when they was making the song, but then when it was done,
And then bumped
they
into
took
it,
They
like-
took it serious. This video was taken seriously.
He was on Mike Dean's shit singing some Brad Paisley lyrics. So I think that he is a country fan. So I don't think he was fucking around when he made the song.
That's fire.
Wow. Maul, Mike Dean is gonna put some drums behind these niggas.
That's a fact.
I want to hear drums on this record right here.
Yeah, I'll take the remix of
He'll
this.
probably replay all the instruments until get it clear. No problem.
Are they signed?
I don't know.
Is Mike Will bringing them somewhere? You said that's the affiliation, right, Mike Will?
I said Mike Dean.
Mike Dean, I'm
I just
sorry.
saw him on Mike Dean's page.
Mike Dean.
I don't know if he signed to them or what. I just saw him in the studio.
Yeah, Mike Dean gonna have them somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I look forward to it, man. I look forward to hearing some more art rumor, some more rumor music.
Definitely.
Take that, young M.A. All right, man. Aubrey. Not to go back, but that contract conversation is part of the reason why I called Drake the golden child. Because Drake is the 0.5%. Like, nobody should look at him when it comes to modeling. We shouldn't model after him. Like, there's nobody else that's gonna sign the contracts he signed.
Sorry, I missed that. Say it again, please.
Say it again.
Siri, you know Drake's contract. There's nobody that's gonna sign the contracts that he signed and end in the position that he ended.
No, he could have easily been
nobody-
what Meg is going through right now.
Drake could go to Lucian and get whatever he wants.
There's one.
Drake can go to Baby, can get whatever he wants. Go to
One
Wayne
exception
and get
for the
whatever
rule
he
for
wants.
sure.
There's one thing that Drake has that these other rappers don't.
He's Jewish
There you go.
and he's white.
Enough.
Wouldn't call Drake white.
I'm not doing that.
Well, Drake also.
I wouldn't do that to Drake.
His
You wouldn't do what?
I wouldn't
do that.
I'm not
but you
putting
just
that
did.
on him.
Me neither.
And I'm not. Listen,
I would
doing
I would
that.
put more of the fact that his uncle is a super duper famous legendary musician and could probably give him some guidance in regards to finding the proper representation and lawyers and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a huge thing.
No, that certainly helps.
No, that's huge. That's
It certainly helps. I'm not saying that doesn't help. It helps.
Guys,
Drake know what it is,
Drake is
man.
the one person who
He's a cheat code, man. He's like this nigga was designed like.
But that's the smoke and mirrors part.
But he's super talented.
He is a
You
cheat
can't-
code.
He's super
He
talented.
is a cheat code. That's a fact.
Right. Super talented.
You know, it's the same as them saying, you know, they used to say there's a nigga in the park somewhere that's better than Michael Jordan. He just didn't get that,
No, I never
that
believe
look
that.
or shot.
The NBA doesn't miss that like that.
Shit.
If you didn't make it to the league, it's because you didn't do other things to get to the league.
Yeah, but they didn't.
They didn't miss you. They did not see you.
They didn't speak to your talent.
No, talented.
There's a
But
million
it's
reasons
it's
why
other
you-
things that goes to get into the league though.
Drake just has done an amazing. I'm not staying on Drake right now, so we are because he put music out. But my point with the Drake thing is Drake got equal or more value from everywhere that it attempted to exploit him.
it's true.
He exploited them more.
The talent. The
he was
talent
also
level is
in the entertainment business before music too. There's a lot of reasons why Drake was
And
able
I'm
to.
not. And this is coming from someone that was raised Catholic. I'm not just throwing that he signed with Young Money, Cash Money, Universal, had a deal with Jay Prince and his son, signed all this shit, and they went, "Whoa, he's Jewish," and everything was fine. Like I'm not giving him that.
No, Drake.
No, I'm not. That's jokes. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like Drake is when I understand why people kind of look at him and be like, how? Because the numbers he puts up is almost unbelievable. Like you can't even like the shit he does is like I've seen successful artists sit back and be like, how the fuck does he keep doing this?
Well, there's nobody better at exploiting a market
Then
than him.
He's great at it.
I mean, and you could pick different segments of his career and just.
And I'm not necessarily saying exploit in a bad
Me neither.
way.
Me
I'm
neither.
not saying
Exploit
that in a
is
bad way.
not a bad word.
Me neither.
It just comes across as that sometimes. Yeah. But also, Drake, as much credit as I've given him to move calculated and quietly in so many instances, I can't say Drake hasn't had these conversations, arguments, being upset, everything that Meg has, any other artist that's came out. I think Drake probably just did them quietly because he knew it could affect his brand
And he was powerful enough to do them.
to have the
quietly.
leverage to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't know what's going on with his shit.
And we'll never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out. But let's get to the music. Let's get to the music.
The Library of Congress and find it.
Once upon a time, this was a music podcast. So it makes me feel good when artists release music that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, what do y'all think of the sample? Song Cry.
Is that what this is?
Knew I heard this before.
You made the beat.
Maul definitely made this beat.
He was in there like, nah, lead us singing in the front.
In the front.
That's all Maul's input.
It worked.
I love that Drake always drops music when
Yo.
I'm drunk at 2 o'clock on a Friday.
Boy, this guy is good.
That's the best time to listen to some new music.
Oh, mad late on a Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, he figured
Yeah,
that part out.
that ride home
Must be
song cry sample.
What?
Yeah, must be in the analytics.
I cried.
He always finds a cool way to start the verse. Like that. I've never heard these songs. It's my first time.
You didn't hear these?
It's my first time hearing these songs because I was busy. I didn't feel like going to SoundCloud. Like it's been
Booked it.
I
But
kinda-
can't even go to SoundCloud.
I kind of knew. I knew he ripped some
What pull up
shit.
she did this weekend?
Hey, there's some new pull-ups coming. More pull-up for your head tops.
Our head tops are fine.
Oh, fine. All right, play this. Wait. 500 mil and I'll fall back in the 6.
Finally let y'all put music out. Like, yo, finally you guys can exist because I'm chilling.
Look what had to happen. 500 mil
The half a billy?
on bad contracts. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't know.
Yeah.
You niggas ain't gonna hit that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna let him do that? Y'all gonna be misogynistic, man? Y'all not gonna be those men.
Joe,
No, you're not.
we let you do it for mad mixtapes early in your career.
Baby mama a fluke? What's wrong with that? I don't think he planned to have a kid.
Though calling the pregnancy a
All right,
fluke
y'all-
after it
y'all-
happened is hilarious.
Never mind. Never mind. Y'all will
No.
not. Y'all will not rope me in to have this conversation with 3 people who are not thinking about having kids.
But I'm just saying, though, I'm just trying to see it.
He wasn't either.
I'm not.
Yeah, like,
I'm not
that's the
getting
part
it.
I'm trying to understand. Like I understand the bar. I get it. I don't think he was planning on having kids at the moment.
And why
As
can't?
somebody that's done that a lot, you shouldn't do that.
What?
Yeah, but
You shouldn't diss
Joe,
your
you're
mom on a record.
speaking. You're speaking from second kid. He got to get his first baby mother shit off.
Fam, I feel like OLS 5 would be the one. Be clear. 5, I think, would be the best one.
I'm sure.
And every time I want to go crazy, I just go add some bars. I would never do that. I'm never release something like that. You just gotta have, you gotta know that your kid will grow up and hear this stuff. You gotta know that your kid is gonna idolize their mom. You gotta know what this would do to the mom. You gotta know that regardless of what, she's kind of held you down, my nigga. The only reason there was even a, hey, you hiding your kid from the world bar is because Sophie went somewhere and got low.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that paperwork was involved.
Man, niggas break NDAs all the time.
What was
good luck.
what was Sophie Splits?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just saying, niggas break contracts all the time. I mean, what more do you want somebody to do? I disagree with it. Y'all can side
No.
with it.
All right. I'm not.
I
siding-
don't.
We're not
I don't
siding,
agree.
We're not
I
siding
understood
with
the
it.
bar.
Everything you
Yeah.
say is correct. I'm
Fam,
saying
most these-
somebody is upset with their first baby mother. Like, I can't just
Most of
assume
our
that
first
feeling
baby
is-
moms are a fluke.
Okay,
Yeah,
he
so let him
said
get
it.
his shit off.
He said it. So, you mad because he
can't-
said it, or
I'm not mad.
you just like he shouldn't have said it?
He shouldn't have said that.
He probably shouldn't have.
He should have said that.
But I get it.
He's too powerful. He's too big. Not in this time. Not in this era. Not you. All the women love you. Just gonna have a bunch of niggas saying that to your baby moms every time they see her. Like that's all it would do.
Fam. Please.
She can't even
The
go to
maturity
Kmart.
of Joe Budden. Look at this.
Yo, it's a myth that I'm not mature.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, but
It's
they run.
good to see.
They run with the joke.
But is everyone mature the first time they're in a situation?
No. Listen,
So let him get his shit off.
I'm not saying it's right, but
that's all I was asking y'all. Get your
No.
shit off. I'm a vibe. I'm gonna listen to it and sing the song. But
and first of all, if you call your first baby mother a fluke because Drake said it, there's some other issues that you need to deal with. And it's not your baby mother.
That's just a nigga.
and
That's just a corny nigga.
and more
It's not your baby
number
mother.
one is mad corny niggas.
No, that's a fact.
And number two, saying my baby mom is a fluke, devoids me of accountability for the role that I played in this. I have been slinging my dick across the country raw every night. And one person, damn it, got through. The eggs, the uterus, the whatever happens.
Talk to us, Dr. Budden. Give us your gyno breakdown.
Hey, one of them slipped through. This nigga's been on the charts 500 weeks. We don't have to imagine, but he's had some good nights after the shows.
Great nights, legendary nights.
Yeah, the nigga's house is called the Embassy.
It's not a hotel.
The hotel ain't better than his house. Yeah, I just disagree with you. You can play it. Y'all are trash.
I don't have a baby mother that I call a fluke.
I say every week I can't wait for y'all to have one.
I have just seen so many people surrounding me have their first baby mother and their disagreements be insane that calling her a fluke is nice.
Fam, there's one baby mama on
I've seen so much worse.
There's one baby mom I'm watching. Ever since she had a kid, she ain't stopped talking about all the new things that she's ordering. She's just waiting on new shit that she keep ordering. And that's all I got. I'm like, damn, she buying some more shit? Like,
yeah, but see, and that's the other thing too. We got to start speaking to the fact that a lot of these women, that's their goal, to get pregnant by a lot of these niggas.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is.
What?
Oh, y'all are niggas.
Yeah, that's all I've ever been my entire life is a nigga.
Fam, if you a Mark and I got good pussy and I'm looking for a come up.
Come on with that good pussy shit.
I was going to say, a lot of these girls look great and don't have good pussy.
Okay, if you a Mark and I look good and I don't have good pussy, but you don't know it yet. And
yeah, we want to find out.
That's on us as men.
Absolutely. I'm not taking any accountability out of it.
So we can't then turn to her and say, hey, you got me. Yeah, nigga. I did. Remember you was on me that night? You didn't really know me. You didn't ask my middle name. You didn't. No.
Yeah, no, but that's still, women still have to, women that move like that have to be held accountable too.
You're
going to say that men have to be held accountable?
Should I go on this ledge?
Wait, oh man, yeah, I love
it's
him.
It's a real misogyny.
Hold up.
I'm not taking the accountability out of it.
Wait, no, don't do it yet.
What I'm asking.
Don't do it yet.
What I'm asking.
Wait, let this play for me. Let's hear some Rakim. Just a little bit, just some sip of juice. I got enough to go.
They'll kill me with facts and anatomy and all this after this, and that's fine on Twitter. That's cool.
It's gonna get bad.
Oh shit! But this is Rory McFarrell.
What I'm asking of you in this situation is to beat. What you're asking of me is a lifetime, and it's not for the kid in the sanctity of creating life together. It's for money.
And if you are negligent of that fact as a man...
I said I'm not taking the accountability out of it. But you're saying that it's the same. No, it's not. I'm asking for an encounter with you. You're asking for my life and not for our child that we would conceive, for the money I have.
No. See, and that's where you're wrong. And that's where control...
You're taking human life as a trick.
Let me interrupt you, because control is an illusion. She's not asking you for anything. She's not asking you for a thing. You're gonna beat. Shit's gonna happen. And then it's her decision.
Tell us what's going to happen.
I want to be clear. The eggs in the uterus, the uterus scrambles.
It's going to swim, and some are going to make it. Some are
fallopian tubes and such.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's going to do what it do, and then she will have a decision to make that has zero to do with you.
Facts.
She's not asking you anything. That is entitlement that men have. We see what Future's going through now. No, that is the woman, the woman's decision.
You can't say that and then you see what Future's going through.
Why? They're synonymous. He's battling. He's battling with someone, is what I'm saying.
He's been through this 15 times.
I don't think. I think if he's been through it 15 times, then he would go about this one a little different, because you would have just taken the DNA test.
Yeah.
And now you're being ordered to take the DNA test and pay some shit.
I can't.
Which is
this is his first one.
It's a little different. Like, who didn't know that a court was going to say, "Hey, Future, we need to see the DNA." Like, you can't run from those things.
I'm aware.
It don't matter how much of a dick your baby mom's is. Yo, and that's something that we got to talk about. Not us here, because
what do men have a say in?
Where you put your dick?
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
These women are aggressive.
Men don't have a say in much, Maul. I say that anytime you put a microphone in front of me. We don't have a say in very much. And you just have to recognize that that's our place in this country.
Okay. Just asking.
You're not going to expound?
No, because you said about the baby mother thing that men don't have a say. So I was just
Well, we
thinking
don't.
about that, like,
But we don't.
No, it's in her body now. So
but why can't
It's her
why
decision.
shouldn't- okay, understandable, but why shouldn't a man have a decision if, say, I want to have a family, but then my work and my career at the moment requires me to be away from home, and I can't have the family, and I can't do the things that I want to do with my family. Like, I shouldn't have a say in that.
Should have pulled out, bro.
So that's all we have as men, is you should have pulled out. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to start a
In
different conversation.
this instance, yeah.
Okay.
In the instance of pregnancy, yeah, no, you have a say and shit. Especially if you have a lot of money.
Back to that money thing.
Well, it's always about money. And I don't know why men talk about that like it's a bad thing. Why are women evil for wanting stability?
hold
go
on. You
get your
call
own
that stability?
That's not what's
You call
stability?
all right. That's selfish stability then, because you're trying to bring a child into an unstable
Oh,
environment. But just because there's money there, it's stable now.
No, stop. I was not saying that in response to women just wanting babies from dudes.
And this is
I was
not all women
I
want
was-
this.
I
Everyone
was
that's
talk-
listening,
I was talking
about
about
that specific women that do this thing.
I was talking about the women that want a dude with a lot of money that just specifically targets that guy. It's a stability thing.
I've never knocked women for wanting a dude that wants some money.
I hate a broke bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've never knocked a woman for wanting to do
fuck
some
out of
money.
here. You pay for the
It'd
nuggets.
It'd be the motives when it's just that.
You'll never. Maul, how often do you know when it's just that?
Me? In the first hour of conversation, I know what it is. You just ask certain questions.
What questions do you think you can ask that would help you with that?
What do you do for a living?
I have a wellness center.
No.
I mean, it's
Rory,
really
no,
simple. I don't know.
Rory,
Like, we're in the
no.
transaction era. Everything is a transaction. Literally everything is a transaction.
You know why what do you do for a living is like flawed a little bit? Because there are a lot of women out there making six figures and up just from hitting send.
Yeah, but what are they doing for that?
Hitting send.
Just hitting send?
Maybe take a picture.
Oh,
Take a pic and hit send.
you think that's all they're doing?
There might be other things.
Because I could get 3 other men in this room and it'll tell you exactly what those women are doing.
Where are those men? I want to hear it. That sounds like a great pod.
Running around the world, doing things.
They're on the charts.
Right.
Yeah,
They're in the league.
fighting for AFC, things like that. You know, TNT Thursday night. You know where to
They're
find
not
them.
sitting in Park's living room. I'll tell you
You
that
know where to
much.
find them at, man. It just is what it is.
Fighting for the AFC.
Yeah, it's just like-
ESPN and all the announcers were so super shocked that the Rockets beat the Knicks. I was like, nigga, them niggas was at Lavo.
Yeah,
They was out like a
a little
motherfucker.
hungover.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And Lavo didn't let Bobby Portis in. He got a good night's sleep. Hey, while we're on basketball, damn, Bobby Portis knocked that nigga out in Chicago. Here I go making jokes. I'm sorry. Nigga beat his teammate up. What was on for name? Never mind. It's not that important. Yo, real quick before we finish this Drake breakdown, Maul, come on, give it up real quick while we on sports. AD load management.
Called it.
That's all you got. Mm-hmm.
That's all I got, man.
Hey, but miraculously,
you gotta manage the load.
But miraculously,
He's healthy tonight.
the knee, it got it's right tonight.
As a result of taking that night off.
That
you
was
know what I mean?
important. That was important.
They got the win.
the
That's all that matters.
the knee was swollen.
Yeah. Come on, man.
When Zion,
Yeah.
when Zion came to town.
Yeah, low. You gotta low.
Poor Kuzma, you guard this.
Yeah.
That was a great game to watch. All right, back to Aubrey. Is there any more to say about Aubrey? Somebody told me something about he upped the price to $3,500 now. Where's that at?
Wait.
I missed that bar.
No, a bunch of people hit me like, "Yo, what you gonna do now? It's not 25 no more. It's 35. They said the line was $35 in their pocket, that should do it. That should cover it. Whatever. That should get the job done.
Yeah, something like that.
That's fire.
That's how you-
If Drake could just get off 3,500, I commend him.
I just want to point out that that's how you get flukes.
If they only want 35.
Yeah, you can laugh with us. We your man.
No, I know, I get it.
Yeah, you can laugh with us. You gonna still be letting the embassy.
No, I'm just thinking about this shit that's going on, man.
Imagine Maul looking at the embassy.
It's just
What's
crazy.
happening to Budden on the little intercom? Yo, it's Maul.
Yo, it's Maul.
Yeah.
crazy
Who
shit
got
going
next
on.
downstairs?
It's just a crazy world we live in.
Who you here for, Maul? Nah, I saw they was running a game.
I saw.
I've guarded Ray Rice. Chubb should be no problem.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Drake. I'm a little chubbed out in these verses.
What? I didn't even mention Chubbs?
Yeah, he did.
That's his Tata. What's wrong with that?
All right, forget it.
Did you guys like the video?
I didn't even see the video. That's the video that was in Marcy, though.
Yeah, that's when Maul heard Song Cry. He was like, yo, Drake, you should shoot that in front of Marcy because, you know, that's where Jay from, and he did Song Cry.
I literally would have never said that.
And then
Never.
when Maul seen Drake in front of the Marcy houses sign, he shot down there. Let me shoot down, make sure my
Let me
guy's good.
shoot down.
Maul is that guy. Yo, I'm gonna shoot down.
Don't do that to
keep
Maul.
keep you safe.
You
Kept him,
Marcy?
you kept him safe. Made sure Bleak and them ain't jump on him.
Nah, man, Drake is good.
It's not so many look over the shoulder shots in the vid, though.
Oh no, they did.
that was a fluke. He was fine in the vid.
Tell me what y'all think he's up to with these leaks.
Well, he's got something coming.
Leaks, videos.
Yeah,
Yeah, he adds leak to everything. I think that's cool. I miss when leak was a thing.
Yeah, these ain't real leaks. This is
No, of course
them
not.
putting them
But
out.
it's the nostalgic
he's gonna
shit
be
of
on the
when he was coming up that leaks were the thing.
No, I don't think they'll be on the album.
I don't think either of these will be on the album. But I do like that he's leading with this type of shit. Like, he's come to the point where we don't need the Drake single.
Yeah.
Like, we could take this shit.
That's coming too, though. Be clear.
Of course it is. Come on. I know it's coming.
Drake is only waiting for there to be no more winter anywhere. That's my opinion. I'm not even joking. I feel like he's one of the people that pays attention to weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it sounds dumb.
No,
No,
I'm
it doesn't.
with you.
I think he pays attention to weather. I think
he wants the summer.
the Elliot.
Because he took
the
last
Elliot
summer off to some
interview.
degree without the Chris Brown record.
Yeah.
If we started that Chris Brown record, he's been going.
Yeah.
Like for somebody of his stature to
I
be
mean, he always
going.
kind of drops in the summer, huh?
I mean, he's 3 for 3 for the leak shit. I think Desires was great. I think both of these are great. I saw Ebro had a take that I actually agreed with.
Tell us about it.
He said Drake has the greatest Lucy catalog of all time.
I would have to agree.
That's
That's not a. He almost has the greatest catalog of all time. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, you could have weird. You could have
I
weird
don't know why
stats.
that's a hot take.
That's not a hot.
That's
This
not a
nigga
take.
has almost. He probably has the best catalog.
Well,
of all
Wayne
time.
was the first one that came to my mind, but I was like, Wayne did a lot of shit with actual mixtapes, and shit just leaked. He didn't do the Lucy thing. I mean, Drake kind of made it his thing, so it's a tough competition. But I think you could throw Wayne in there.
But prior to Drake, most Lucy's were like freestyles over other people's beats.
They were the street. They called it the street record.
Yeah.
You put out before the single that was for your core fan base.
Yeah. But they usually ended up on the album. Unless they were freestyles.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got that title.
Cool. What do you guys want to talk about?
I don't want to see Drake and Devin Booker together.
And who?
Devin Booker.
Why not? Drake is good at. That's what he does though. He always snatches the young, like superstars in sports.
I just don't want to see Devin Booker again.
You know, music and sports.
What
go
are they
hand in
talking
hand.
about?
Women.
3,500.
Yo, look what they're doing to 40, man. Everyone is drinking. They're hanging out in the projects. There's
He's mixing.
chicks. He has a soldering thing, and he's soldering equipment together.
Yeah,
I like it.
the brain.
The guy
Yeah,
still
yeah.
gets his hands dirty. I like it.
They're eating fucking vegetable dumplings and shit.
the brain.
They're at Carbone.
Yeah, he's
So
soldering.
40 is in a blue. Can you even see in the blue room?
Yeah, I feel him.
All of this is possible because that man is sitting in that room. Doing
That's
what
Yeah,
a
he's
he's
doing.
soldering the
1,000%
wires.
effect. Hell
I
yeah.
feel him.
I got it. I understood it.
Did you guys hear the other not official leaks that came out a couple days ago?
No, I've got them. But I didn't listen.
Somebody put together a 14-track list of shit that's already out, like the War stuff, these two freestyles, the Desire joints, Life is Good, but then added a bunch of other joints that there's a Bryson Tiller one on there, there's another Future one, there's an Usher record, just a bunch of Drake leaks.
How did they sound? I don't like to listen to leaks.
They sounded very unfinished and not ready to go out.
Yeah. Not mixed and shit?
No. They just don't even sound, they sound incomplete, period.
I wonder how they're getting out. It doesn't seem like that would happen in that camp. 40's literally in the back soldering the wires.
I mean, email's a fluke.
Drake don't get enough props for someone telling Mahalia I'm on fire. She should work tonight. You know how hard it is to get a stripper to work on her off night. All right, forget it.
And to describe yourself as on fire. Imagine texting a stripper, yo, I'm on fire tonight. Link.
I remember Maul hit me from some club in Toronto when he was there with the T-Dot boys.
Dude, what are you talking about right now? What are you talking about? When I hit you from a club in Toronto?
Maul, do you know how long we've known each other?
Yeah, but when I don't ever
only on
this
podcast do you come in here and act like we are strangers.
All right, tell a story. What did I say?
Maul, I can't really go into the story because I protect you. I don't paint you. I leave your image the way it should be.
What you mean? What are you protecting me from?
Harm.
From who?
Them.
The T-Dot boys?
What are you talking about right now?
I'm just saying, when there's a funny story, I don't go into it the way that you do. You just delve right into it. But fine, I'll get into it. You just happened to be in Toronto, like you happened to be at that Summer Walker show you kept secret from us. And you were in a club, and you were telling me a lot of ladies in there.
When was this, though?
This was years ago. This might have been around, started from the bottom. Might have been around there. Might have been.
Oh.
He remembers that club.
But that's what I don't like about it. That's what I don't like about you. You read my story now, right? I can't really get into the story.
Are we forgetting about, sir?
But yeah. That's all I can say.
It's not really trouble, but I understand what you're saying.
I protect people, bro.
No.
If there's anything you want to tell us about tonight, please.
No.
That's your story to share.
Now that I understand what you're talking about.
I think the best stories to tell on podcasts are ones you can't speak about.
Yeah, absolutely. People love that.
No, you guys are killing it right now.
It's only Joe that comes in and says whatever story that shouldn't be said. But Maul was in Toronto. There was a whole lot of girls in there, and it was like Maul was in the club with it's like me in the club in Miami with BMF and hitting you. like yo, there's this girl in here, but I'm following her around. This might be the baddest chick I've ever seen in my life, but
I don't think I'm gonna win this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just head on to Jersey after this.
From Toronto.
Great night.
I'm gonna just drive home.
I'm gonna try to find a cab that'll take me. To Jersey City.
Were you successful in that night? Of like, come on, tell us how you was moving in there.
It was success.
Paint the picture for the audience.
No, it was success that night. It was you couldn't be in there and not have a successful night. It was success.
Look at
what's your definition?
That's as much of the picture as he's gonna paint.
Yeah,
what is your definition of a successful night?
Oh, whatever.
Pound town.
Finger banging.
Whatever you deem it to be.
Finger bang.
Whatever you go out saying, yo, I want to do this tonight. If it happens, you had a successful night. Okay. I wanted to have sex that night.
So it was successful.
Yeah, very successful.
I see what you did there.
Are you two still in contact?
Emphasis on suck. Ha ha ha.
Come on now.
Come on now. You on fire tonight.
Should we give her a call?
We will never do that.
Okay.
Can you give her a call? You know her number then?
No.
Do you speak to her?
No.
Have you seen her?
No.
Instagram?
No.
Did you cut her off?
Probably. If I think back that far.
Swag.
That was years ago.
Talk about swag.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that was years ago.
It could only be me.
All right, what else is important out there? Is there anything else on Drake?
No.
All right, what else is important out there?
Do you think, well, before we get off that, do you think he dissed you by stealing the treatment to your song Castles for his video here? Think he was showing you, throwing another shot your way?
No, I don't think that Drake has ever seen the
treatment
or video for Castles.
This was Castles with money.
I don't remember the Castles video.
It was just this at less expensive places.
Yeah, it was.
I was soldering?
Screen Man.
definitely soldering.
Screen Man.
It's the same video, man.
Screen Man, we don't need. I promise you, we don't need this.
No, we need this.
Nobody asked for the Castles video. I can assure you of that. Jesus, man. All right, what's going on? Chuck D fired Flavor Flav. Public Enemy fired Flavor Flav.
First, the Fat Boys breakup.
This is crazy to me just because like Public Enemy was political for me.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would
for
argue
everyone.
that.
I don't know if Flav agrees.
Oh, yeah, and some of his comments.
Give the listeners
yeah.
some background on this.
The background here is
Public Enemy was doing a show at a at a Bernie Sanders rally or whatever they call it, convention, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, one of those things.
Bernie Sanders invited Chuck D to come and perform at a Bernie Sanders event.
Chuck D as Public Enemy Radio is what he performs under with the S1Ws and his DJ and hype man.
Yeah, but I guess this was promoted as just Public Enemy.
Yeah.
I think the radio.
That's what Flav was saying.
I think the radio is always kind of in small font.
Okay, well, Flav's point is you are not Public Enemy by yourself, and I do not endorse any of these candidates. So what the fuck does the flyer say Public Enemy for? Take it off. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that. And then we got something that said Flavor Flav has been fired from Public Enemy. And I was shocked because I was like, damn, I thought they'd been fired, Flav.
Yeah, Flav
from
Flav
Public
hasn't
Enemy.
toured with them in a very long time.
I saw Public Enemy perform a few years ago, and there was no Flav.
Yeah.
Like, show still went. Not to knock Flav and what he's contributed.
Of course not.
But I just didn't know. I didn't know how together they still were.
The first headline I saw was Public Enemy, Chuck D fires Flavor Flav from Public Enemy for not endorsing Bernie Sanders. And I said, this is what broke the straw for Chuck D for Flav?
No,
this is what's kicking him out?
I don't think it was that specific. They've had underlying
for years.
For years.
Though I think Chuck D can perform just fine as Chuck D.
Chuck
like
D is phenomenal.
The flyer doesn't need to say Public Enemy Radio as a way to get around that. Like, you could just be Chuck D and be fine.
I agree. Or maybe a different name of some sort.
I think the name Chuck D holds a lot of weight.
It does. Or find a different name entirely.
Chuck D of Public Enemy, same shit.
Yeah. There's a million ways to do it. And I do agree that it can be misleading, even with the radio in there. Like, if I saw Public Enemy, I would go to the show, and then Flav wouldn't be there. Mm-hmm. And I would be disappointed. So I get that. I absolutely get that.
Now, I don't know about Chuck saying. Chuck said, spoke at Bernie Sanders' rally with at Enemy Radio. If there was a bag, Flav would have been there front and center. He will not do free benefit shows. Sued me in court the first time I let him back in. His ambulance lawyer, and I don't even know what an ambulance lawyer is.
That means someone that follows the ambulance because they know there'll be a lawsuit. Someone that chases cases.
Got it.
Like, they're not.
Got it.
They're not,
I know
they're
what
not
that
the
is.
greatest lawyer.
I know what that is.
Yeah, they hang out in the courtroom to be like, yo, what's going on with your DUI case?
Yeah, trust me, I know. Yeah, they chase the bullshit.
Yeah.
His ambulance lawyer sued me again on Friday, and so now he stays home and better find rehab. The two statements I don't like in that are Flav would have been there front and center if there was a bag attached. That is an assumption I like to be fact-based. We cannot say, he can infer that. Is infer the word I'm looking for here? He can infer that because
he did infer
because
that,
he
though.
knows Flav, but that is not fact-based. And I have a problem with
from his experience. He sued me in court the first time I let him back in. Like, he could be suggesting, yeah.
And I have an issue with the better find rehab part. That's
a low blow.
There's a more
that was the only one.
There's a more tactful way to go about that if that is your concern about Flav. Flav responded to this by saying that he's been clean for 10 years. No, I don't have to support any political candidate, and you alone are not the voice of Public Enemy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And I respect and love both of them musically.
This was damn near my introduction into hip hop.
Yeah, me too. Not long after, at least.
Yeah.
they were early. They were everywhere. You know, Public Enemy was huge, multi-platinum. The White Boys wore Public Enemy shirts. Like, they were
I would
everywhere.
love a Public Enemy shirt right now.
I think I
T-shirt.
still have one somewhere.
Go to Urban Outfitters.
No, I don't want my shit from there. I'm cool on that.
But it's sad. Yeah, it's sad.
I'm sad.
Yeah, I'm sad. But again, it's something they've had beef in, you know,
About what?
a bunch of shit. He was Chuck was mad about Flav being on the all the reality shows. He felt like they were depicting him in a negative way. They had beef over. There's a bunch of shit over the years, but that was the most recent and biggest one I think that I can recall.
I mean, this is kind of the other side of the coin in our music business talk, not just hip hop specific at all. Groups don't stay together, and whether that be business or personality or anything, just this business period will drive any successful group away from each other.
Yeah,
It always comes down to just when you talk about group, the money.
the money, communication, but it's a lot of shit. Like I said, a big thing for them as a group, but there's been a lot of shit over the years, was the reality show that doesn't really have anything to do with money. He was mad about how he was being depicted. He felt the networks were depicting Flav in an unfavorable way, and so he was mad that Flav was letting them do that, I guess. So that's not really about money.
And I think Fife Converse so never brought up money. He just said him and Q-Tip didn't get along.
Right.
I think that was a case of knowing someone since you were in kindergarten and you just spent way too much time, like you're fighting like actual family.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a money issue. I just think it's a music issue.
That would suck to be in a group with somebody you don't get along with.
Yeah.
I thank God that wasn't my group experience, because that's like, that brings up these frivolous beefs. Like, no, you can't use the name of the group ever because
Yeah,
that's
that's
us
whack.
and not you. Like, fam.
Which is fair, though.
No.
No,
It
it's
is
fair.
It's fair
It's
and
definitely
valid.
fair.
But I mean,
As a fan, it's fair. Because, like I said, if I went to a Public Enemy show and it wasn't Public Enemy, as in Flav and Chuck, then I would be disappointed. So
That's how the Temptations got my mom to the show. There was not one member from the Temptations there. She's like, "Hit me! I'm at this Temptation show. These guys look about 35."
yeah, my mom went to see Morris Day in the Times. It was a whole new time.
Times changed.
No, time changed.
Time changed, for sure. Time definitely changed.
Yeah, man, I hope they work this out, because it's disappointing. It's disheartening.
yeah.
It's disheartening for the hip hop kid in me.
Yeah, me too.
It's disheartening. Public Enemy taught me, if they weren't my introduction to hip hop, they were my introduction to
Revolution.
morality in hip hop. Like, actually standing for a cause and being about that and rebelling.
Yeah.
Them and X-Clan.
Yeah.
So shout out to Chuck D, shout out to Flavor Flav.
Absolutely.
And not to take away from anything Flavor Flav has accomplished in reality TV.
No, legend.
Kind of led the way in a lot of cases.
He's a pioneer.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. Definitely.
And the
That's
best.
why I was saying, why would
best
Chuck
hype
be
man of
mad?
all time.
I think Flav was the,
Tongue kiss delicious.
I forgot about that.
You were saying
How
why,
could you
why doesn't
forget?
why would Chuck be mad?
No, I was saying
How could
I
you
don't
forget?
think Flav
Look
was.
what's lodged into your memory forever, for eternity.
I don't think Flav was
The
depicted in a
Flav
negative
delicious
light.
kiss.
I think that they
Delicious, no.
I think Chuck
You
felt
don't
like
need to do
he was
this.
a caricature, being used as a caricature.
Flav is a character, though.
No doubt.
He's a personality.
No doubt.
In fact, I think more people fell in love with Flavor Flav as a result of his reality shows. Because you saw a side of him you didn't see from the entertainer.
That may be true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think
He had a.
I
I don't know.
I could also see Chuck's side of saying, "Look what we were before, and how you're portraying yourself now on VH1."
Yeah.
I
that
can
was
I can
Flav
see
in the
Chuck's
group,
point
though.
of view.
No, he wasn't.
he was bright, colorful, wacky.
Yeah, but he
doing
was still
with-
saying some shit.
So you want him to say some shit with ladies in the room? He was in his
Well,
ladies'
no,
bag.
I know. I completely listen. I understand.
Yeah,
I
like-
can understand how it would look like a caricature situation.
Yeah.
I can understand why
But
why Chuck
Flav
would
is a
do that.
character.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Man,
I was trying to figure out how we got here, but I get it now.
And love to Delicious for being newly engaged. As well.
Congratulations to Delicious. Friend of the show.
Absolutely friend of the show.
I love Delicious.
Me too.
Don't think that was a shot because she kissed Flav. Like, she'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think it was bad at all.
Yeah.
She'll joke about it with you.
What else is going on out there in the streets? What else needs our unpacking?
Well, I guess since we're on kind of fight the power, whose side are you on? The Garden or Spike Lee?
Spike.
What they doing to Spike, man?
They wouldn't let him in the VIP.
No, I wouldn't let him through the employee entrance.
If we didn't have a podcast, I wouldn't talk about 90% of the shit we talk about.
I can't believe this was a first take thing this morning.
Well, I was glad it was a first take thing, so we could have got some answers. What they're saying happened is
he looks so pissed off.
He should be. That's Spike.
What happened with Spike, man? What they did?
Spike Lee went to attend the Knicks game, Knicks Rockets. He went through the employee entrance on 33rd Street. He was stopped.
As he has for 28 years or something.
He said he's done that for 3 decades.
How about Spike as an employee of the Knicks?
Pretty much.
Well, he said he just went there Wednesday for a play they did and went through that same entrance. So if they changed the company model or company rules to you can't come through this entrance, nobody called him and told him, even though when he's 1 day late for a payment, his phone rings all day long.
Yeah.
So he said he didn't like how they handled him. He said, I'm not getting off the elevator unless y'all can arrest me if I'm under arrest. If not, I'm going to go watch the game. He said he got to the 5th floor where the Garden is, and security was there waiting. And it was an incident. It was an incident.
And told him to go out to the VIP entrance. He was like, you scanned my ticket. I know how tickets work. Once I leave here, I won't be able to get back in.
They wanted him to leave the employee entrance and walk in the VIP entrance on 33rd. You know that entrance on 33rd and I think that's 9th.
8th.
That's not 8th.
The VIP? What do we not talk about?
Yeah,
that?
whatever.
Yeah, let's not argue.
It's probably
about
mad at him.
Yeah. He's got the right to, I mean, just let him go in.
If he's been doing that for 3 decades.
Everybody that works
Let's say,
there,
next time.
every security guard knows Spike. Like,
Everyone knows
let
Spike.
Spike in, man. What are we talking about? You make Spike go back outside?
And what is Spike going to do?
Right.
Besides go to his seat.
Yeah, like what?
And root for the Knicks as he has been for 30 years.
While you guys have produced nothing for him.
They did this
Except for losses.
They did this on Leon Rose's first day as president. Mm-hmm. It's these types of incidents that turn people off from the Knicks. The Charles Oakley arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These things that are happening in public sight, plain sight. Fucking the banning of the fan. Like a fan got banned for saying sell the team. He's banned. Like these things don't have the greatest effect on your brand, even though you're not really looking for that because y'all are the richest brand in the sport.
Yeah.
Most valuable brand in the sport, rather. I'm just done with the Knicks, man.
Are you going to read Steve Stout's statement?
Steve Stout gonna fuck you up.
Do they still have a
I
gag
like
order on
Steve.
Steve Stout? I know they had told him that he can't make no public appearances or something.
They told their brand manager to stop branding them.
Okay, gotcha.
And then kick Spike out. The Knicks are wild.
That's the real brand manager right there.
Yeah, man. No, they're killing shit.
The Knicks then put out a statement, which is the funniest thing in the fucking universe.
I thought this was fake.
First of all,
I swear to God, I thought this was fake when it first came out.
Only the Knicks put out statements to things that you shouldn't put out a statement for. But I'll read it for you. Like to hear it? Here it goes. The Knicks said, the idea that Spike Lee is a victim because we have repeatedly asked him to not use our employee entrance and instead use a dedicated VIP entrance, which is used by every other celebrity who enters the Garden, is laughable.
Stop right
That's
there.
false, by the way.
That's false. And also,
I normally
what's
go to the
laughable
employee
is
entrance, too.
that Spike is like every other celebrity that enters the Garden. That's also laughable.
But there's mad of us that go through the employee entrance. There's a person sitting there checking names to see if your name is there to...
It's like if you're like a regular somewhere, like at the restaurant, they let you do certain
Go
shit,
through
man.
the employee entrance.
It goes on to say, it's laughable. It's disappointing that Spike would create this false controversy to perpetuate drama.
Because that's what Spike Lee does.
He is welcome to the Garden anytime via the VIP or general entrance, just not through our employee entrance, which is what he and Jim agreed to last night when they shook hands. Spike Lee appeared on First Take yesterday morning to say that he never shook hands with with Dolan. Which Dolan is this? This is James Dolan. or Jim Dolan. I forgot because
Jim is short for James, so
yeah, but his dad owned the
There's
team.
a couple people.
His dad owned
There's
it
a couple
beforehand.
Dolans involved here.
Yeah, but his dad was doing work, so I don't want to confuse the two.
Oh, okay.
the son is
son is the asshole?
not doing this the best way. Yeah,
Got it.
And he took over the team, I think, in 2000 or something like that. But this is just not the best PR for your team, your
That's in
brand.
PR jeopardy.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I don't want to spend too much time on this because the Knicks are nicking. It hurts.
Yeah,
It hurts.
that's crazy.
Well, y'all coming off a good win. That's a good win for y'all.
Not at the expense of Spike.
Yeah, I think I'll take Spike through the employee entrance over
It was a
beating
good.
the Rockets.
It was a good win for the Knicks, and we've heard nothing about it because the Spike news is what dominated the headlines.
Yeah.
And that's just not how you. It's not how you do this, man.
Tough
sad.
Tough
It's
year for
sad.
Knicks fans once again.
It's
Picture
sad.
the Lakers telling Jack Nicholson to go in through the some specific entrance. Jack can go in through
going through any entrance.
He can go through
in the
any
Staples
entrance he
Center,
wants
for
to.
sure.
Go through a specific entrance or the general entrance, like the
Word.
Knicks just said.
Yeah, just walk right in.
You should not be
33rd.
inviting Spike Lee to walk through your general entrance.
No.
First of all, that's a security hazard.
Yeah, first and foremost.
Yeah, but it's just a bad
And the
idea.
Garden's not the easiest for an unknown to get in through the GA entrance.
Right.
I have a hard time getting in through the GA entrance. Spike Lee is at least 1 million times more famous and recognizable than Joe Budden.
Especially that.
At the Garden.
Yeah.
Period. Let Spike Lee in.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Wherever he wants to get in.
Yeah, avoid the hassle. Let him in. And, Spike is nuts. So how you didn't know that reaction was coming?
Yeah.
See, y'all don't be knowing which black people is nuts.
No, they know Spike is nuts. Anybody that supports the Knicks as long as he has is nuts.
Spike is nuts.
Yeah.
So he reacted nuts. Yeah, I'm with him. I'm nuts. Sometimes shit calls for a nuts reaction.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got, Rory?
We will stay in New York. 50 Cent said he will be executive producing and finishing Pop Smoke's album.
I'm not doing this with you. Let me see what's going on.
What?
What's wrong with that? It's a real noteworthy thing.
I think it's a perfect match.
Yeah.
How do
Makes
we
sense.
know that this is happening?
Steven Victor confirmed it.
Oh, okay, great. Then we will talk about
no,
this.
No,
I missed that part.
This came from Steven Victor in a comment agreeing that, yes, let's do this.
Because 50 has just been appointing himself to different roles.
Fair.
So
Fair.
No, I understood
I
what
wasn't,
Joe
I
was
wasn't
And-
going.
and
I
you know what I mean?
I knew what Joe
And
was saying.
50's not, I don't think 50 would troll
This.
this.
No, but I wouldn't say that either. But I would think that he could have been talking about something he aspires
Something
to
he
do.
wants to do, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe he was, but I did see the screenshot of Steven Victor replying and confirming that this is something, if it's not confirmed, it's at least in the works to get 50 involved with finishing that album.
Oh, good.
That's
Great.
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I am too. I do hope 50 keeps that production team and everyone that was around Pop very much involved too, because it is a sound that is new and kind of only understood by the kids. So executive produce, yes, I love that 50 would be executive producing this.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll probably.
I wouldn't
I'd
be
like to-
mad if he tried to broaden the sound.
No, he could throw some 50 sauce on there, but I still want this to be the people that are leading the charge with this Brooklyn.
A lot
Type
of the new
sound.
kids remind me of 50. Like, I know that Pop Smoke's style is not 50 style at all, but when Pop,
there's
when Pop
elements.
Smoke raps,
There's elements.
I feel like it gives me a little 50.
There's a little element.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a few of these new niggas like that, man. We need a new family tree. Like, we need a tree to say where we do it with Kid Cudi, Kanye, fucking. We need 50s in that tree.
Definitely.
This is a lot of just with lyrics of what the sound has become to some degree. There's plenty of the gunshots of the beat.
No, fuck that.
But yeah, 50 just came from a time where you rapping was
Something
more of a
is
thing.
really wrong. Something is really wrong with the person that's going to say to you, I'll kill you, and sing in the background, I ain't playing. I ain't playing. Like,
Art. It's called
No.
art.
It's
is that the song where 50 said that? No, that's not this song. That's not, if you were smart, you'd be shook of me.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say.
Because I get tired of looking for you. Hey, spray your mama crib and have your ass look for me. 50, no.
No.
No, that is not how you go about handling your problems.
What's way
Hey,
sicker.
if I get tired of looking for you, I'm going to shoot your mama crib and make you look for me.
Old Royce used to love that line. That was his favorite line.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. Because it's real.
It's real when you
When
get
that-
tired of looking for somebody.
Yeah,
When
like,
Get Rich
alright,
came
man.
out, that was
Alright.
definitely a
I
line
know
everyone
how
was
I
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
smack the shit out your sister.
Yeah, I know how
and
to
I'll
find
sit
you.
home and wait.
Yeah, I'll find you.
Not the most healthy way to find an individual.
No, wouldn't recommend it. But I get it. I understand.
Oh yeah, but shit, they sprayed his grandma crib. They sprayed Mad Crib 50 was in. I can see where
Yeah.
he got it from.
They sprayed Yayo's crib.
He survived and was like, all right, dope idea.
Good line.
That sure angered me. Went looking for y'all. Let me apply this logic to the rest of my life.
I gotta watch that For Life shit, the new episode.
Yeah, good show.
I missed it. Oh, you watched it finally?
Yeah. Real good show.
I'm fighting coming in here and giving an outsider deep dive. I won't do that. I'm not gonna do that just yet. Actually, I will, but later in the show.
So, Santana put out a project. Shouts to Juelz.
Yeah.
I actually did not know he put a project out.
Oh, I did. It was last night.
Yeah.
Literally. It's good, too.
So, everybody's talking about a track on there, In My Life. They're saying he may be alluding to certain group members. One in particular, maybe.
Okay.
You
So
want to check
in
it out?
Juelz project, they say he's dissing Cam.
Yeah.
Could that be?
Yeah, it could be.
He
I
wouldn't
think
do
that was mumblings behind the scenes for a while. Is that there was some friction and some tension there.
At one point, Cam was vocal.
Yeah.
When? What Cam say? All I ever remember about this, and I want to be sensitive because it is sensitive. All I remember about this was when I was fighting to get far the fuck away from Def Jam. There was a lot of us fighting to get far the fuck away from Def Jam, and Juelz, I think, might have been one of those people. But the rumor was that he was unable to get away from Def Jam because he didn't have control of his situation. That word control again. The rumor was
Production deal?
that the deal was with Cam. So if Cam wants to keep you at Def Jam, then you're staying at Def Jam. Now, I don't know any of that to be for a fact. I haven't spoken to Cam about that. I haven't spoken to Juelz about that. That was
Right.
just something that was floating around back in the day. But and I haven't heard this record that you about to play, but listen, you get to thinking about shit in jail.
All you got is time.
So let's hear what he's thinking about. I love this sample, by the way.
Definitely.
This beat already sounds
Yeah.
hard.
This is hard.
This is on brand. This is on brand with the Dipset sound.
For sure.
All right. Okay.
I'm not saying that's about
heavy.
Cam.
Me either.
I'm not saying that's about
It's
Cam.
vague.
It ain't about Jim.
But it could be
I'm not
about,
saying it's about either.
Yeah, it could be about someone.
Oh, shut up, y'all. It's about Cam. Who is it about?
I don't think Juelz would
I
say
know we
he's
don't-
the best
I don't-
thing
I
that
know
ever
we-
happened to Cam. That was the bar that stuck out to me.
Okay.
It said a lot of other things in there though.
Okay.
It did,
I
but-
respect
but that-
Rory's, I
that was
respect
the- when
Rory's
that-
point of view here
when
and
that
what he's doing.
line, I was like, all right, I don't even think Juelz would say, I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. Cam has kids. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what are you talking about?
Rory's such a white ass, man. Yes, Rory. I don't think that
Yes.
Juelz, man.
God is the best thing that ever happened to Cam. And we get it. Like, we understand.
But from this perspective,
No, I totally
if-
see that people would think that.
listen,
I just don't
we
think
have
this
no
is-
idea. I have no idea who is or is not signed to Cam.
He's
and-
talking to Cam.
But yeah, I can't think of anybody else that he would be talking to outside of Cam, and that makes this interesting. That makes this. I've now seen all of the beefs that I never imagined I would see between brothers.
Well, Juelz and Cam, I don't want to use the word beef, but they had some disputes around the Cam 50 time when Jimmy and Juelz went on stage with 50. I remember Cam came on, I don't know what interview that was, about Juelz' lean addiction at the time. I had pulled up the quote during the song. Juelz started drinking Scissor, Robitussin, and he got hooked on it, addicted to it. You go to his studio, he has 100 Hawaiian punches, pre-mixed of that stuff. So I kind of stopped speaking to him. Yo, we already smoked mad weed. We don't need to be on Robitussin. I called his mother about it, called his closest friends. They knew about it and was like, Cam, it's not that bad. It isn't like he's over there doing it. I'm like, yo, I'm just saying he smoked a little bit of that crack. It ain't that much crack. It's just a little bit. How does that sound?
So y'all be letting Cam say shit because he say
This
shit.
was a long time ago, though.
He say shit funny, but I don't think that's funny.
No,
I
that's
wasn't reading that as a joke.
He wasn't trying to be
Yeah, no,
funny. He
that's
was
normal.
saying like y'all
he,
saying
he came out like really saying we got to stop doing this lean shit, and this was before lean was
okay.
even popping.
I got it.
This was when Juelz was doing like the
yeah,
Wayne
but see,
mixtape shit.
the only problem I have with that though is
Don't publicly. Don't. I'm shutting up, man. 'cause
no.
I'm
But see,
not saying that.
no. But I have a problem with that only because, cool, you don't want to see Juelz sipping lean or whatever, but then y'all put out an alcohol brand called Scissor. Like, see, that's to me where it's just contradiction. It's like we can't glorify it and profit off of it.
To the listeners that may not remember when they had their dispute, this was a long time ago. They had since made up.
Oh, no.
Publicly,
I know
they've
exactly
done
what you're
Dipset
talking
albums.
about. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
was a long time ago. But I was just bringing that up to say that they had beefed before.
Yeah.
This isn't a new thing.
Absolutely. No, which is why I'm saying these are probably old bars or shit that he just wanted to put out and get off his chest.
No, this is the same. Not the same because we don't know situations, but it sounds like the same Meg Thee Stallion situation.
kind of. I
We're
mean,
go-
if this is indeed at Cam, then yeah.
Because how I took that line, Rory, is I'm the best thing that happened to you, meaning,
Business wise.
yeah. Like, I don't know who signed to Cam, but I am the only one that got this popping. Maybe Jim ain't signed to Cam. I don't know. But
And
No. Even at that time when Dipset really first started to pop, Juelz was the golden
Juelz
child. He
is
was the
the
golden
one,
child.
yeah.
He was a golden
I
child.
was just going to say, we got to remember, there was a time when Juelz was one of the best rappers in the game.
Yeah.
Like, he has music with Wayne, like a bunch of records where he's probably out rapping Wayne.
He had music
Listen,
before Wayne. that
Every
was popping.
girl at my high school only talked about Juelz Santana.
I will never forget Big Joe. Shout out to Big Joe, by the way. Big Joe.
Are you Little Joe?
Stepping the web. You know Big Joe. I don't know if you're making a joke right now. You know
I was
Big
making a joke.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Joe stepped to Web. They having like a street conversation back and forth, and Big Joe he bet whatever the amount of money was that Juelz is and would continue to be the way bigger, a much bigger artist than me.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't far off for him to say at that time, just going by Juelz' entrance, the records that we had heard.
Yeah.
His image, his crew, his backing. Cam was on fire. Juelz, everybody was on fire. So
Women.
to Maul's point,
That's the number one factor here.
Women loved Juelz.
They were carrying the actual purchase part, I think, of his career. He had all the backing. He had the shit that we like. He could actually rap. He had the hottest crew in New York at the time. But the chicks, that was what would separate him from anybody.
And then the music, the delivery.
But wait, let me just chime in real quick because, see, for a long time, like I was frustrated with fans for clowning my ability to rap because it wasn't on par with my visibility or my commercial success. Juelz had that hot start, came in just like we just said, and then disappeared for years and years and years and years and never said a word about why.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let the casual fans of hip hop know, and the not so casual fans of hip hop that just may not be so familiar with the inner workings of the business. This is why artists disappear and you don't hear anything. I don't know what the Meg assumption was with not releasing music after we heard from Carl Crawford, but normally when an artist is getting jerked and they don't have any recourse, they just go away.
Well, let's not do that. Again, I don't know his business with Cam, but Juelz definitely had some personal problems and issues he was dealing with, which is also a reason artists disappear.
Yeah.
That were not, I'm not going to say super public, but things he's talked about at this point in his career, things we knew were going on. I'm not just going to say off rip he was getting jerked. That's why we never heard from him. He had some personal issues.
The only reason I'm not going there is because most of the creatives, in my opinion, have personal issues, and their career kind of helps to offset that. So
everyone is different in how they deal with those things.
I agree.
So I can't say just because
I'm not
one
speaking,
creative could handle that, others can't.
I'm not speaking
of the creatives that disappear because I don't know what was it drugs with Juelz?
Yes.
There's plenty of people musicians that did drugs that were not able to overcome
Some
the
can,
drugs.
some can't.
Yeah.
You know.
Most can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just not off rip going to say this is specifically to what Meg is going through or something that he was getting jerked by Def Jam and Cam and Rockefeller. Like,
I'm just.
I know he was going through some shit.
I don't know what he was going through. I'm just listening to lyrics and saying what it sound like.
Yeah, that's all we can.
That's what it sound like in the song. Do y'all think we hear a reply from Cam about this, or Jimmy, or anybody?
It's hard to say.
I'm guessing that
we probably would not hear from
already.
This song might be very old.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the songs on this tape
doesn't
might
even,
have a
doesn't
little
even
bit.
sound.
They
done.
may have heard this already. Cam may have heard this.
These
already.
might be have been laying around type records. There's several Wayne songs.
That verse doesn't sound done. That just by his ad libs and the pauses he was making, it sounds like he was still trying to work that
Who
verse
gives
out.
a fuck when the song was made? That just means you had an issue for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Because the decision to put it out still
stands. No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying,
I'm just saying it
he
sounds
may have had the
unfinished.
song. They may have heard the song and then done the Dipset album that came out last year, 2 years ago, or whatever. This song could be 3-4 years old, and they may be very aware of it.
Yeah.
True.
That's
all I'm saying.
That's
True,
what.
True. Yes.
And they
Thank
may
you,
have
Marcus.
said
That's what I was
it's
trying
pretty
to say.
vague.
Go ahead.
So go ahead, put it out.
Go ahead. We don't care.
Yeah.
True. We don't know anything.
It's not like he was outwardly saying "fuck Cam" or anything particular. He was saying stuff that could be taken in many different ways.
And I feel like even if he was saying that, I think Cam would have heard it and been like, okay, like if you feel like that, it's good music though, put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam might say some shit like, "Fans, niggas be mad every day, B."
Yeah, like just put it out. Who cares? Put some music out.
It's a good record.
That's the important part, that Juelz, he put out some music.
But
Good.
Cam is the type that would, if this was a contract thing, Cam will throw that whole contract on Instagram and be like, and walk you through it.
Yeah.
Cam is that type. All right, let's walk through every fact.
Yeah.
Do it then.
I'm saying I think Cam would be one of those people that would do that,
If that is indeed what's happening here.
which is a big assumption.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't have a horse in the race, man. I fuck with Cam. I fuck with Juelz.
And the Juelz project is nice. So check it out.
I'm gonna listen to it. I honestly didn't even know it came out.
Where the fuck are you, bro?
I'm trying to record a podcast, Mike Kaiser. How are you?
Look at this fucking guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
CC Sabathia, how you doing?
Good, man.
You got a mic in his
Why-
hand.
wait,
You got a
wait,
mic in his
why-
hand.
I'm assuming you ain't making it to the
Yo, what the fuck?
Why is Pecos over there?
Right, great question.
Pecos, you don't play fantasy football. Get the fuck out of our fantasy football game.
Right.
That nigga
That's
always,
why
nigga just always want to be somewhere that's popping. Get out of here. G-Spin, congratulations. Michael Rapport, I don't want to see your face right now.
Pass it around. Pass it.
Listen, I have to finish this this pod because artists are getting jerked out there, and you executives are not doing anything about it.
Hang up on this guy.
Look, hang up on this
We're
guy.
keeping all this.
Joey,
What up, G?
The only one that didn't make it tonight.
I want to hear another shout out, please. Thank you.
What up, G-Spin, champion of our private
Champion,
fantasy
right?
football
Thank you very
league.
much. I appreciate it.
That takes precedence over Megan getting robbed. G-Spin, while I have you, what do you think of Megan getting robbed?
What'd you say?
What do you think? Yeah.
I think it'll get. I think it'll get cleaned up.
Ask Kaiser what he thinks.
Kaiser, Joey wants to know what you think about Megan.
Carl Crawford got Mr.
Niggas just partying while niggas getting robbed.
Is it live or not, bro?
That's how they pay for the
That's
party.
the money.
No, it's not live. It's not live. No, it's not live.
Joe, what was the question?
What do you think about Megan versus Carl Crawford in their situation?
Listen. Okay, Joe. Honest? No, it's a fair question. Joe, put the numbers up, deliver, and renegotiate. Very simple. But when you
And she has yet to do that. She has yet to put the numbers up.
Listen, I love everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to pay you off a potential, I can. But put the numbers up. And it's fair. Everybody's going to treat you fair. Just deliver. That's all. CC, you had a good year, right? You got paid after that, right? Absolutely. All right? That's what we do.
Michael Cosby, CC got paid long ago.
He got old money. He definitely got old money.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Let me wrap this up, man. I'll hit y'all as soon as I'm done.
Ja Rule? Maybe Ja Rule is an artist. Maybe an artist can give you some perspective.
Ja, how much money? Hey, Ja, real quick. Hey, Sav, man.
Savvy Davis,
Sav, when you gonna come to the pod, Sav? Come on, man. Let's kick Paul's back in. Hey, Ja, do you have any opinions on this Meg Thee Stallion shit? Did you get robbed coming in, production company shit? What's up? Talk to me.
Wait, what happened with Meg? She getting robbed?
Oh, never mind.
Happy leap year.
Hey, somebody put it on her.
Wait,
Yeah.
Meg got robbed? What happened?
Shit wasn't always on time.
She wasn't on time.
Yo, I can't do this with y'all. Let me hang up, man. Finish my shit. I'll call you back.
She was getting mesmerized.
Bye, man. I'll hit y'all later. Executives is having dinner. They don't give a fuck.
Couple things. That's how they're paying for the dinner. Number one.
That's the 60. That's the 60 right there.
Number two. I don't ever want to hear the word industry list ever come up again. Number three. We're keeping all of that.
None of those people were Jay Leno. So how do I move up? How do I move up?
You just had the whole
That
business
pass the
call
phone
you.
around shit was insane.
That's our fantasy football dinner.
That's exactly how you catch coronavirus. That nasty shit you was just doing. That's how you spread corona.
Yo, you want me to catch the Rony?
Rony.
You want me to
Them niggas passed that phone around that whole table, man.
Why you want
While they was eating with their hands.
Word. Eating chicken wings.
the hell?
With Meg's royalties.
Well, what do y'all think about what they said?
Oh, hang up? When you asked what you think? Yeah.
Why you want me to catch the Rony so bad?
No, I don't want you to catch the Rony.
Yeah.
Are you washing your hands?
Oh my God, more than ever.
Germaphobe head ass.
Yeah,
nigga.
Yeah,
Fuck
absolutely.
Fuck.
Are you guys happy people are washing their hands?
Bro.
I mean,
Y'all sound too cool.
That just,
y'all don't watch the news.
It just
I'm
bugs
not
me out.
scared of the coronavirus.
No,
You're gonna die.
The flu was killing more
If you
people
watch
than
the
the
news
coronavirus.
every day, you're going to die.
That's a fact.
Par's gonna die.
Yeah, the flu is more.
I'm mad that Dwayne Reed is out of sanitizer. Of all sanitizer. Like, no
sanitizer
side.
does
Keep
not.
the
You
sand
need
on
to
deck.
wash your hands. You
No
know, not
doubt.
sanitize.
But I like to have the sanitizer for when I'm like out in, for sure. Somewhere.
For sure.
And you can't wash your hand.
For sure.
But I can't get it because everyone bought all the sanitizer.
Wash your hands and your ass.
That too. I don't know if it's
The
transmitted through the ass,
Rony
but
is
you
coming
want to
from the
wash the
ass?
ass anyway.
We don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, and that's
Just
what,
wash everything.
that's what I meant to say last podcast. You idiots out there like Summer Walker who are traveling through the airports with this shit on your face wrapped in
Jesus
garbage
Christ,
bags.
man.
All you are doing is protecting the population from you spreading the coronavirus if you have it. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
not how
not
it works.
protecting you
person
from
who's sick should-
receiving
Right.
the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Dr. Budden,
Y'all look stupid.
We know why she had that mask on. It wasn't for the Rony.
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit of Rony real quick, man. Bobby, you lucky Rumor wasn't out back then. All right. What else we got, man? I'm sure we got some important shit. We're hitting toward 3 hours. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Did you guys get to,
Hey! All right.
did you guys get to listen to Bad Bunny yet?
Come on, man. You know the fucking vibrations. No.
No.
No, I heard some of it.
Okay.
Because
Is this the first project you heard of his?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Project.
Yeah.
I've heard
Singles.
songs
Yeah,
while I
of
was
course.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I haven't heard it in its entirety, but I heard it around Dominican people. And and
it went off.
It was a different vibe.
Yeah, I think you would like the first album better. You personally, the first album was a little more like emo.
How many albums has he put out?
2.
This being his second.
This being his second.
Wow.
This one's a lot more reggaeton, like party music. It's great, but the first one I think would be more your bag.
I'm gonna find me a Latin artist. I think that's a cheat code.
It definitely is.
With streaming now, you gotta get a Latin artist.
Hit Rory.
Hit the heights.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find it.
Or
Erickson's right here.
Or hit the heights with Nori.
Latin music's come a long way since Gasolina.
That's a jam.
Don't you dare.
Word.
Don't you fucking dare.
Shutting up.
Not in this house.
Not
in this house, buddy.
Gasolina?
What? That
Oh
was that
my
shit right there.
God.
That was the original gaslighting.
That was that shit.
Good job, Roy.
That was the Spanish tip drill.
That was the Spanish
drill.
That was way bigger than tip drill.
Bigger, yes, 100%.
Well, tip drill
Is there a
was, tip drill
Gasolina
was
video?
niche because it was on.
Is there
Probably.
a Gasolina video? Of course there is.
Oh, man. I'm about to go get the YouTube Premium subscription.
No ad.
Look at Rory. Rory's so happy about no ads. What else is going on? I'm so mad that these dudes called with that shit. I am supposed to be somewhere right now. I forgot.
By far. How come you're not at the Illuminati dinner? That's why they called you.
Because I'm not. I have jobs. I have to work for my money, unlike those executives.
They got Meg working for them.
You hear what Kai said? Like, and I try not to listen to Kai's because Kai's is the industry. Put up numbers and renegotiate. That's what Meg is saying she tried to do, even though she hasn't put the numbers up yet.
She's put some numbers
She's
up.
put some numbers up.
Not enough to renegotiate.
No, definitely not. Especially when you're in an album deal and you don't really have an album. Well, I guess in
She had
streaming
2.
she has one.
She has
technically.
2.
They're not albums.
No,
you could
Tina
make a
Snow
case.
and the other one. The one that came out last year.
Yeah, that would be the only one I would consider.
They're fucking albums.
Mixtapes.
They're albums.
Mixtapes.
What's the difference?
She should have been. You know what? I don't know what the difference is, but she should have been fighting for them to be called albums.
Sure. I think everyone should be fighting for them to be called albums.
Clearly she didn't
But
know
she was
her.
calling them mixtapes. But I don't know. I don't
know why artists don't fight for all their shit to be called albums.
I have no idea either. Come on, man. I want to go home at some point. What else is there?
Netflix is a joke festival.
That's ridiculous.
That shit looks lit.
I don't know what's
I think
going on.
anyone that ever made a great joke is on that lineup.
Walter?
Except for me.
Wait, you got to check with Kai's in them. You guys might have dinner that weekend.
Fam. Come on,
Is
Rory,
it a
read
comedy
off.
show?
I'm trying to see. Can you bring it up, Screen Man? Because I can't read this little print on my laptop. And maybe we can pause so this sounds better. I just can't read that. My eyes are too
I
bad.
got a list here of the.
Oh, there it is.
It is Dave Chappelle, Marlon Wayans, Chris Rock, Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, Whoopi Goldberg, Martin Lawrence, and possibly others.
If no others show up, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm already there. I'm there for the Dave.
I'm sold.
Ali Wong, Amy Schumer, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl, David Letterman, Jamie Foxx, Jane Fonda, Kevin Hart, Martin Lawrence, Sebastian
Don't
Maniscalco.
skip Lily Tomlin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading fast. Whoopi Goldberg, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld, Sarah Silverman, Wanda Sykes.
You skipped Sebastian
I
Maniscalco.
said his name. You just aren't listening.
Oh.
And then it looks like a bunch of podcasts. I like Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura's podcast, Segura, sorry. And then a bunch of other pods, and the names get smaller and smaller. But
that's everybody.
Pretty much everyone that makes comedy, even not on a huge level, is in the smaller print.
This is a live show of coffees with comedians and coffee.
Comedians.
Yeah,
and coffee.
I'm there. I love that
Comedians
show.
drinking coffee.
Well, it's a weekend, and it says, I think, I forgot what, 80 venues or something in 2 days. Like, it's a bunch of shit.
Okay.
It's like South by Southwest for comedy.
Okay.
It's
Or
not
the,
just this is all
CMJ
on
or
one
whatever.
grounds.
What's
Like, this
the-
is a festival.
What's the shit they do in New York in the fall?
Oh,
is it CMJ? It's one of them
CMJ,
shits.
yeah.
Halloween.
That too.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
That shit looks crazy. Though.
Any of you guys going to this?
I would like to, but
Yeah, I would like to too. April 27th through May 3rd in Los Angeles.
Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl is crazy.
I can see why.
And they added some more details to that. It's a night of music and friends.
man.
So you know he's going to bring.
Dave Chappelle, Billy Crystal. They got Billy Crystal and Kevin Hart, Whoopi, Seinfeld. Oh my God, Jesus! Yeah, this is incredible.
this is
This is nuts.
Yeah,
And,
looks like a
it's
weekend,
literally everybody.
a weekend full
yeah.
of a bunch of
and
events.
you know this is going to be on Netflix at some point.
Oh, they're shooting. I'm sure they're shooting a doc around.
Of course.
Everyone's set is going to have a bit from it, and it's just going to be
Everyone
one
knows
big
everything.
ass stand up.
I'm here for it.
I want to hear more rumor music.
Same.
All this
I
comedy shit is
wonder
cool.
who will be actual shows and who will be, because again, this doesn't sound like a festival, more like a weekend conference thing.
And you got to read lineup subject to change. That's very important with these things.
The big dudes ain't gonna change. Pause. They're gonna change them little niggas.
Especially all the ones that have deals with Netflix.
What little comedians up here?
We're gonna announce some people soon.
Well, no, there's a lot of fine print and smaller. Shit, even Dave Attell is in smaller print.
That's crazy. That sounds lit.
No, that sounds amazing.
Well, do you guys want to touch on Tinashe was caught up in some hot water recently?
I missed it.
Sleepers it is.
Yeah,
Took a bath.
let's see. Sleeper time.
Oh no, rest in peace to James Lipton.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Legendary interviewee.
Yes, Inside the Actor Studios was always one of my favorites. I know he's done much more, but that is one that I've enjoyed.
Yo, Judge Judy is canceled, and that's a big deal for me. After 25 seasons.
Sorry to hear that, Joe.
No,
that is a big deal, though.
That's a huge deal, man. Judge Judy, that show was still that show still.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of judge shows out there. I don't know why it's being canceled, but Judge Judy got the bag, did
sure
25 and then boogied.
She probably just wants to retire.
Yeah, she's 77
Yeah,
years old.
she might have canceled herself.
Yeah.
She's great. Congratulations and thank you for your 25 years of service, Judge Judy.
What a run.
I love you. I love Judge Judy.
Yes.
Actually, Judge Judy is it's women's Women's Appreciation Month or some shit like that. I'm going with Judge Judy. I'm highlighting Judge Judy for her service
or some shit like that.
I was gonna say something about that. Just let him go, man.
Y'all didn't even acknowledge it though.
I acknowledge women every month.
And then you're standing in the rain. You ain't hit the horns or nothing. Fuck you niggas. All right.
Check it out. That was my radio voice.
Rory,
check it out.
Rory, shut the fuck up.
You can't talk to Kaiser and be mad when I say check it out.
Yo, why do y'all paint me talking to Kaiser as something other than what it is?
Look at the table. They just passed the phone around to talk to you.
That was our celebration for
taking Meg's
for G-Spin winning our private fantasy football league. He beat me when I left 130 points on my bench.
That's why he wasn't invited.
Sounds like a GM problem.
Yo, before we get out of here, I'm glad you said that. You minded me. We almost ended this podcast, man. What's up with your guy, man? Call TA right now. Call TA right. What's going on?
Let me see if he'll
Tell me what happened. Let me talk to TA.
He ain't like that shit.
But why he did that?
What you mean?
Come on,
Young boy, come on. We not playing that game.
Call that nigga right now.
Not for the funnies, man.
Call him right now.
Not for the funnies.
That's not funnies. He's playing basketball. And your legs were spread too wide. Pause. And he tried to put the ball between your legs. And you clotheslined.
Trev, we closing out the show real quick, man. But the fellas wanted me to call you and ask you, man, what's up? Why you did that to the young boy, man?
What?
Why you did that to the young boy?
I didn't do nothing to that man.
We all have ESPN, Trev.
TA, this is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden Podcast. How you doing, bro?
Oh, hey. Good morning, motherfucker.
Trev, why you did that shit, man? Honestly, man. Tell us. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
My legs.
But that's the game now, no?
But I don't play that game.
Wait.
I play basketball.
But that is basketball now, Trev.
Well, I don't know, bro.
You not for the funnies?
Like nah.
Trev.
That response was the funniest shit in the world to me.
But that's not the fun. But you don't think it looks away because y'all was down? It looked like you ain't want him to jay your face off? Come on, Trev.
Shut up. Let me throw it through your legs, nigga. How you like that shit? Let me take the ball off your face, motherfucker.
Because that's what was next. He was going to throw that shit off your head next.
It don't take away from his talent or how good he is. I just don't like
the funnies. Not for the funnies.
So what happens when y'all play again and you try to throw the ball off your fucking dreads?
I just do the same shit.
You gonna punch him in the face? Like, what the fuck? Man, let
I'm
the
not
little, yo, don't do that, TA. Don't, and more, you too, man.
I know.
Y'all stop.
I
let
love
that
it.
little
I
nigga
love
eat,
that.
man.
I love that.
Let that nigga eat.
Nah, man, we not for the funnies.
What is he talking about?
You're not for the funnies, my nigga. We don't do the funnies.
All right, fuck it, man. Forget it.
I'm gonna hit you back, bro.
Thanks, Trev. That's not the funnies.
Nah, that was the funnies. That's why I said it when I saw it. Like
his legs were too wide.
Yeah, but come on with the throwing it through the legs and all that. Like we not doing that, man.
That's the same. That's the same reason that Alfred Payton tried to fucking sucker punch Jay Crawford when the Knicks was getting blown out and he tried to shoot that three.
But it's shit like that. It's like, come on, fam.
But the game has changed, Maul.
Yeah, but you.
Hey, you just said that about the music industry. The game has changed.
But you're doing too much. Like as players, you know what not to do. Like, don't try to embarrass me. Y'all up. Don't shoot the three. Like,
don't shoot the three.
Or if it's still with like 9 seconds left in the game, it's like, what are you doing? You're gonna win the game. Like this shot means nothing. Like it's 10 seconds left in the game. Why are you shooting a three? I understand it. I get it.
It's 10 seconds left in this podcast, bro. I can't believe y'all. I can't believe that you didn't say, yo, come on, man.
I still think I'm not with the funnies. Is the funniest
trickeries?
response.
Yeah, we not
when I
with
read
the
that shit,
trickeries
I
out
had
here.
tears coming out of my eyes.
But that's basketball.
Nah, we not with the
But
trickeries.
all right, that's basketball, not the funnies.
Yeah, it's not the funnies. Don't do the funnies, Joe.
We're talking about
Joe
fiction or we talking about fact?
No, we talking about facts.
Pardon my back.
Yeah, but pardon the shoulder though.
And then the funny part is what I meant to ask him. Then after the game, when you piecing it up with me, don't grab the back of my scalp, but with your whole bare hand.
Yeah,
No.
Don't do that.
You young boy.
Not with the roadies running around like this. No.
After
Young boy.
an
That's true,
athletic
too.
experience, I know your hand is
An
sweaty. It's mad
athletic
clammy.
experience.
Your hand is mad clammy.
After an athletic experience. I never looked at the NBA as an athletic experience.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Clammy ass hands.
I get it.
I'm not
Been
with
dribbling a ball.
the funnies.
Yeah, nah.
Or the Ronies.
Look, he explained it to the ref. What are you explaining?
He pushed the
Not
ref.
with the funnies.
He should be suspended.
Nah.
And so should you.
Flagrant foul. That was it. Play ball.
Maul can't go through the employee's entrance anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It would have went different for me though. I would be in cuffs.
Maul other man get the ball and fucking turn it right over to the double team.
We're not doing that. See, we're not doing that. I should call him too.
I wish you would. Please let me talk to him.
Call him
Let me
right
talk
now.
to Julius Randle.
Right now.
Let me talk to him.
Can we actually take all this and
Let
put
me
it
talk
somewhere
to him.
else?
I want to talk to Julius Randle.
I'm gonna call him right now.
Julius Randle turned right around and give the ball to the opposing team.
Oh, no, we can't do that.
That's all he do.
No, I'm not letting you
For
do that.
$70 million.
No, I'm not letting you
You
do
can
that.
turn it over too.
No, I'm not letting you do that.
More
I
won't
would
come in
love
here and
to.
tell me about a double-double,
No, I'm not letting
nigga.
you do
That's the funnies too. Julius Randle double-double is the funnies. I'm turning Hove up till you get somebody. Oh,
I'm calling him.
well.
Wait, is he playing?
No. They just won last night. You know the Knicks don't have back-to-back nights.
And you know they ain't let him in Lavo.
What is with you and Lava?
They didn't let him in. That's the only club in New York I know, aside from the shit you told me about, Little Brother.
It's not Little Brother.
The little cherry under the moon. What is it?
Nah, I don't want to give it away.
Little cherry?
People still go to Up and Down.
He ain't answer? Up
People
and
still hit
down.
Tao.
It's fucking trash. Up and down. He ain't answer, huh? You probably somewhere turning it over.
Oh, he gonna call the next. He gonna call for the next show. He gonna be like, he listen.
Why?
He listen to every show.
Oh, good. Stop turning the fucking ball over there. Ain't like Yao Ming was down there. You giving it to fucking Covington. You're 6'11". Keep the ball in the air. All right. We're getting the fuck out of here, man. We not with the funnies. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, I bid you adieu. Farewell. Hasta la vista. Adios. So long. Goodbye. Peace. Deuces 100 and all that good shit. Oh man, this was an informative pod.
It was.
It was. We'll be back to the funnies on Saturday.
Big facts.
Back to the funnies.
I'm here to get to the funniest.
Yeah, nah. No serious shit on Saturday.
You're not. Throw the laptop between my legs. Don't worry about it.
What will that do?
Break the laptop.
You gonna
Catch a shoulder to the face.
You gonna clothesline one of us?
Yeah, for sure.
Nah,
I'm not
play,
with the funnies.
Play better defense, fam.
Yeah, but I'm not with this. Is the funnies, Joe. You know what the funnies are.
I do.
Trying to have me on ESPN spinning around looking stupid. Like we not with the funnies.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we not doing
More,
that.
you love the funnies.
Yeah, but take this foul.
Take this foul.
My shoulder's funny.
At one on Trev.
Yeah, that's me. I'll take that one. I got 3 more left.
Imagine raising your hand.
I got 3 left.
That was me.
I got 3 left.
That was me.
I got 5 left after my one. I'm fucking you up for at least another quarter.
Yeah.
We out of here, man. We gonna talk to y'all on Saturday. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, stay peaceful out there, and make sure you read everything you're signing, man. First and foremost.
Oh, please. Nobody doing that.